What's up, gamers? We're back playing Higurashi, or I guess reading Higurashi, but as always, it's been a while. Hi, yes, hello. Give me 1 second here. There, move myself just a tad. Okay, last we left on Higurashi, Rika, Hanyu, I don't know. That's kind of it. I can't remember. It's been a while, okay. We're just gonna jump right into it. Whoopsie daisy, I didn't mean to press start. Gosh. Hold on. Why did we not press start? We press continue. Not start. We've been here before. We've played these games. Oh, I'm so... the color... I've tried a new thing where the color affects me. It's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, we're end of chapter 3. Forgot everything, so we... No. Never start over. We always go through tips. We've already went through the tips, I think. But I'm gonna look at the tips again. Okay. Yes, I slightly remember things. Okay. Getting back into it. Where are we? What's going on? Okay. This is 88. Hello, I'm surprised to see you here on a day other than Sunday. I have something I want to ask Takano. What did we realize beforehand? Huh, I can't remember. I hope it's not important. I probably should have reviewed, but... Is she here today? No, she must be on a date with Risa-san. Risa-san? I wish I had a date too. Okay, shut up. Why do you call him Risa? I don't understand. Haha, you should ask him yourself. Who? Dude, have I forgotten everything? It was a small mistake I made when we first met. It was funny how he reacted. I don't get it. That's what nicknames are all about, though. What do you want to talk to her about? I'll see her at a meeting tonight, so I'll take a message if you want. Oh, Risa Takano. Okay. Thank you very much, but I'd rather talk to her directly. I see, alright. I should get back to my work now, then. Are you not seeing any patients today? I've been busy with paperwork for the meeting tonight. I've been preparing it for a while, but I didn't have enough time. I'll get in trouble if it's not finished in time. Aren't you busy coaching the baseball team too? You have so much energy. Ha, I'm a busy guy. I've been looking for a cute maid who would take care of all the chores and help me with other work, but I've had no such luck. Oh. He laughed and looked at his watch. He seemed to be in a hurry. Do you have any idea where Takano is right now? They're probably going around to different places in the village. I know that they always meet at the shrine. She left not too long ago, so she might still be somewhere near there. Looked at the clock on the wall. I must have just missed her. There's no time to be chatting with Irie. Right. Okay. Last I remember, there was something with Takano being related to everything, or something, right? Something. So that's why we need to talk to her. Right! Takano is the missing link. Right? Or something like that. That will help Rika stop repeating. I think. Something like that. Thank you very much. I'll try the shrine. Shouldn't bother those lovers since they're only see each other 4 times a year. He smiled mischievously and waved his hand goodbye. I headed back to the shrine. I was going to park my bike by the stairs that led to the shrine grounds. Satoko and I are the only people who park our bikes there normally, but I saw more than 10 bikes there today. People must be gathering at the convention room. There are more and more meetings when the Watanagashi festival draws closer. Seeing all these bikes reminded me that summer is nearly here. Most of the bikes were old and beat up. However, I saw 2 unfamiliar ones parked there. They were sporty mountain bikes with the same design but different colors. They must belong to Takano and VampyTK. I went up the stairs to look for the 2 of them, but I couldn't find either. Was there any place with a greater view for taking pictures? I tried looking in places like that, but I still couldn't find them. So I started looking based on what Takano might be interested in. I could only think of one place. The Rituals Torture House. The Ritual Tool Torture Room Storage. Yeah. How is it, Jiro-san? It's a pretty simple lock. Oh, they're trying to break in as we speak. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's the thing in every single timeline. Takano breaks in. All I need is the right tool. Should be able to open it in a minute. You can do that? You open the lock to my heart. That's not the only thing you're good at, huh? Hee. Oh, is this Rika? Hold on. I'm going to curse you. The 2 of them jumped in surprise as I suddenly appeared in front of them. Hello, Rika-san. Rika-chan. It wasn't nice of you to scare us like that. It's not nice to try and open the Ritual Storehouse's locker either. She's right, Takano-san. We can't just do something like that. Watake conceded right away, but Takano was stubborn. I don't know if she's meant to save them, but she just wanted to talk to Takano. So, in a way, she's saving them, I think. But I don't know if that was the purpose. She made up excuses to try and fool me. Based on my previous lives, I knew just how much interest she had in this storehouse. It was actually rather impressive how hard she tried to cover that up. The Ritual Storehouse is full of the remainder of the dark history of Onigafuchi. It contains bloody and vicious tools that Takano was fascinated with. She should have a good idea as to what those things are inside of the storehouse, based on what she has been researching. She was making up some story about cultural treasures and such. It was obvious that she was just making excuses. Umatake also seemed impressed, listening to Takano's phony justifications. In the past, I've tried to conceal what was inside of the storehouse from Takano, because I don't want her spreading information about the holy and brutal traditions they used to have in Onigafuchi village. It would be a disgrace. Well, she's literally failed. She's failed, because they spread so much. As a member of the Furude family, I can't let that happen. Looking at the history of Onigafuchi in the way Takano does is a painful thing for Hanyu as well. For Hanyu, the ritual storehouse is a special place. I don't know what's so nice about being surrounded by those scary ritual tools. She feels cozy when she's surrounded by the smell of old times. Okay. This storage is like Hanyu's hideout. When I can't see her, she's usually relaxing in here. I don't want Hanyu's happy place to be turned into the bloody, horrifying den of evil Takano believes it to be. That's why I've been keeping Takano away from the ritual storehouse. Come to think of it, why am I so mean to her? Is it because I hate her? I should stop feeling that way. I have to keep in close contact with Takano and VampyTK. I won't give up just because it didn't work before. I'm going to try one more time. This world is different from the other ones. I might be able to change their fate, which in turn might change my own. Which is crazy because there's still one chapter left, so.
Hanyu, I'm thinking about showing the ritual storehouse to Takano.
No, don't! That's what Hanyu's like. Hanyu made an irritated face. Takano will lose herself in ecstasy if she sees what's inside of there. To run around spreading rumors of the bloody history of Onigafuchi. Hanyu wasn't too excited about that prospect.
I'm not trying to curry favor with Takano, but I think it might give me a chance to talk to her. Takano holds on to grudges, so if I'm mean to her now, she might not listen to me later.
understand that Hanya doesn't want her inside of this holy place. But she can't do anything more than be irritated about it. I'm the only one who can make the ultimate decision. Besides, she'll forgive me if I promise to eat something sweet later. That's so freaking weird. That she, like, shares her taste and stuff.
Takano, if you'll keep a secret, I'll let you in.
Really? Inside the ritual storehouse? You don't mean inside an emergency shelter, right?
I mean it. I'll let you into the ritual storehouse.
You mean this storehouse? Inside of this building? Oh my god.
I'm not trying to trick you or anything. I'll let you inside. Nipa!
Oh god. Nipa! Ugh. What was it? The scary noise jump scare in the middle. I've never seen such a big smile on her face before. Now this is a miracle. I'm seeing this face for the first time in 100 years. Tomotage must be feeling the same way. His image of Takano is slowly falling apart as we spoke, I'm sure. No, maybe he just found a new side of her to love instead.
I'm surprised that Takano is actually such a funny person. Communication is important. It's sometimes so hard to tell what people are all about.
We remained there and watched Takano spinning in delight for a while.
It's a secret, so no one can see us going inside.
Ah, you're right. I'll try and calm her down. Oh wait. You're right, I'll try and calm her down.
I'll go get the keys now.
As Tame came back with the key, Takano was totally calm again. She was obviously trying to hide how gleeful she was, though. Thought she was a mature lady, but she still might be a kid at heart. I think they called something like that Gap Moe. Is that actually what that is? I don't know what Gap Moe is. Oh, hi, Perception. Hi. I didn't know that's what Gap Moe is. Wait. Hold on. So is that like any adult who is a kid at heart is Gap Moe? I need to look up the actual definition. I picked that term up at some point from Keiichi, but I'm not sure how it's used.
Well then, Takano and Tomitake, before we go inside, you must promise me something. Otherwise, you can't go in. Of
course! You're willing to break the rules to open the Forbidden Storehouse for us? We'll keep our promises. Takano-san, you have to take this seriously. I am taking it seriously. Oh god.
My image of Takano is falling to pieces right now. Same here. Her market is crashing all over the world.
Her market. Oh, Gap Moe is when someone's real self doesn't match their initial impression. Oh. Okay, so it could be many things then. In terms of that. Rena said it before. It's not a good idea to think about problems all on your own. I always hated the crazy part of Takano, and I didn't want to be close to her. I never thought she could act this way. She's acting almost like Rena does when in her cute mode. Had I known she was as funny person as this, I wouldn't have felt resentment towards her. Realize how important communicating can be. Yes, communication.
First of all, you have to promise you won't tell anybody that you were inside the storehouse. Do not tell anyone.
Of course I won't, I promise. Takano put her hands to her chest. She also forced Tomitake to do the same. It's funny to watch Tomitake trying to keep up with Takano too.
Also, you can't damage anything inside the storehouse.
Of course not. Is it okay if I take pictures?
Meep. You can, but I'll charge 100 yen per picture.
Oh god, that jump scared me so bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe I should turn it down a little? Because holy jeez. Hold on, let me actually turn it down a little. I've forgotten everything. Turn that freaking down. Holy Jesus. There. It'll be less jump scary now. Ooh. What? How much money do you have on you right now, Jiro-san? If you pay me 10,000 yen, you can take all the photos you want. Wait, no, that's her, right?
If you pay me 10,000 yen, you can take all the photos you want?
That's a good deal. I'll take it. Jiro-san. They paid me the money for real. And you seemed excited knowing that the money could be used for buying desserts. That's true.
Oh, Takano is such a nice person. You're so greedy.
Finally got approval from Oyashiro-sama, the master of the storehouse. You'd have no more problems now. The virtual storehouse is behind the building with the convention room. Sometimes people come out for a cigarette break. Can't let anybody see us entering. You're good. No one is around. Fumitake checked out the scene and gave me the signal to go ahead. I nodded at him and unlocked the door. Pushed open the heavy door just far enough for us to sneak inside.
It'll look suspicious if you wait outside like that.
What? I can come inside too? He seemed surprised that I was asking him to come inside with us. Fumitake, of course, wasn't particularly interested in what was inside the storehouse. I expected his surprised reaction. Jiro-san! Rika-chan is telling you to come inside! Come on now. Oh, right. Fumitake squeezed inside as Takano urged him. Turned the light on and closed the door. And I put the chain on from inside.
You're locking us in? Just so that a bad kitty won't sneak inside, you know?
A bad kitty cat? Like Keiichi? Are you talking about me?
Takano is a cat's supposed to call meow meow. Nipa.
Oh my god. What do you mean?
You don't act like a cat, I'm not going to let you see what's in here. I brought cat ears and collar and bell for you too.
No. What?
If you don't put them on, get all on fours and meow, then I won't open the next door.
The shrine storehouse has 2 doors so that people can't see inside when the first door is opened. At that moment, we were inside the entry chamber. The real storehouse is in the room beyond. What? That's a bad joke, Rika-chan. You wouldn't really... Huh? What the hell? I'll do it if I have to. You're testing me to see how devoted I am to my research, aren't you, Rika-chan? Fine, if that's what you want, then I'll wear cat ears, bloomers, and a tail and crawl on all 4s before an empty milk bowl. Oh, and beg... No. 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 She is not saying that. I am not saying that. How devoted I am to my craft of... crawl on all 4s before an empty milk bowl and beg, please let me drink your milk, master. Ugh. God.
She definitely would have joined our club if she was around our age. I agree. Hey, remember how they said shredded stocks fell like snow on Wall Street during the Great Crash?
What? Snow on Wall Street during the Great Crash. When was that? I thought... Wait, when was that? Oh, that was during the Great Depression, right? That's what that was? I think I remember. Where's the voice? Put your back into it. Shut up. No, 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 no.
Takano's value right now reminds me of that.
Bring it on, Rika-chan. Are you sure I only have to wear the ears and the collar? Takano-san, this door isn't even locked. See, push and it opens. Really? My dear, how shameful of me. Fumitake has no sense of humor. He just turned off a lot of viewers who were looking forward to seeing Takano in a cat outfit.
Anyway, he's right. You just have to push it. Nipa.
Once we went through the door, we found ourselves inside the storage area. There were no windows in there, so it was completely dark, even during the day. There were several light bulbs hanging from the ceiling, but they were dim, and their light only exaggerated the darkness inside. Yashiro-sama's statue and the altar dominated the center of the room. They were surrounded by tons of ancient torture implements. They were all over the floor, walls, and ceiling. Looked like a torture room rather than just storage for tools intended for one. This is amazing. Tomitake was rendered speechless. They were nothing like those fake torture implements that they might have seen in a wax museum or someplace like that. The tools in this room are the genuine articles. I never like to think about it, but I'm sure some of them really were used. These authentic tools always have a big impact on the people who see them. But Tomitake was the only one who was shocked, since he was the only normal person in the room. True. Takuno's eyes were sparkling. She was taking pictures while meowing like a cat. This place isn't special to me. Of course, I know I'm supposed to treat it as a holy place, but I'm just so used to seeing all these things after coming here countless times since I was little. To me, it's nothing but a storehouse with a lot of old stuff inside. As for Hanyu, she says it's the only place the air from times past lingers in this present day, so she actually finds it comforting. I get in a good mood when I come here, because Hanyu gets in a good mood. This is a relaxing place for her. As I watch Tomitake's reaction, I notice how totally off my values are from normal people's. Takuno's reaction seemed more natural to me, in a sense. Hanyu seemed to be bothered by Tomitake's reaction, too. Maybe it was a bad idea to let him come inside after all. Not like I could kick him out at this point. Hanyu and I sat on a cushion in front of the altar and watched Takuno dance with childish glee while Tomitake made touching efforts to keep up. I wonder why they made so many torture implements. The whole purpose of torture is to make people confess something, right? Why was it necessary for them to have so many? Well, because some things don't work, and you gotta try other things. Right? Jiro-san, do you know that there are 2 ways to threaten people with torture implements? The first one is to inflict pain on the victim. The other way is to threaten the victim just by showing him the tools. In that sense, having a countless number of them can give tremendous fear to the victim. I've heard of that torture requires skill. Suppose it's hard to really hurt people without killing them. Yeah. He's not wrong, I guess. Tomitake acted like he's having a conversation with Takuno, but his voice was obviously unsteady. Some Western torture implements were so vicious that if you really used it on the victim, they would have killed him instantly. To be precise, there are 2 types of torture implements. First, there are simple tools that are simply used to make the victim confess. The other type is for the entertaining those who are watching the torture. I'm frustrated that some people can't tell the difference between those 2. Oh my god. That's insane. Let me ask you, what were they trying to gain from the victims by using these tools? Mitake asked me that. He must have thought that Takuno would say something far more scary if he asked her. He's forgetting that I'm just a little innocent girl. I think they were forcing their victims to obey the rules of Onigafuchi village. That's what I believe. Am I right?
Yes, you are. Most of these tools were never built for actual use. They were simply displayed in front of the villagers to intimidate them. That's why there are records saying that when they actually tried to use them, some of them were the wrong size or simply malfunctioned.
So they really did use some of them then? That's not a pleasant story.
Some people were just not obedient, despite the threat of Oyashiro-sama's curse.
Hey, Rika-chan, are you sure that these tools were mainly used to intimidate people in the village? I've heard that these were used for cooking and dissecting during the real Watanagashi. Honey was making a frustrated face. She didn't want to remember the dark history of Onigafuchi village. People performed countless torture ceremonies in front of her, claiming that they were doing it in her name, the name of Oyashiro-sama. She asked them not to do that, but no one was able to hear or see her.
No comment. Nipa.
Yeah, no comment. She always talks to me about it too. Long ago, the villagers of Onigafuchi would receive a divine message, go down to the foot of the mountain, kidnap people, and eat them, right? I wonder why they did that. Was it a display of force or something? I believe it was a type of ceremony to make them all realize that they were higher on the food chain. The greatest outspoken reasons Onigafuchi forbade intermingling with outsiders but that the village was a holy land, and they were transcendents, greater beings than humans. Mingling with tainted humans will bring corruption. That's what they were taught. So they probably needed to reaffirm their ideas, and that they were above humans at regular intervals. In Japan, there is a tradition of displaying severed heads on spikes. While such a warning is inhumane, it's an extremely good deterrent. The victim was brutally tortured in public, and then they were eaten alive. What would you think if you saw something like that? I wonder. Anyone would simply think that they wouldn't want to be in that same situation. There's also a history of crucifixion in this country. They hung the victim and stabbed him with spears in front of an audience. You know, some people don't really die from being stabbed once or twice. They might have a chance to die if they were stabbed in the stomach or chest, but it's not instant, like a guillotine. They bled from their wounds, their guts were pulled out, and they eventually died by drowning in their own blood. In that sense, a guillotine is such a merciful tool. You know, she's not wrong. You know, when I try to tell people this, they look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm not. You know? Even when some people's like, oh, that death must have been instant, or people die instantly from this, and I'm like, it's not really instant when you think about it. You know? Because there's still like a couple minutes or seconds where they're still alive. It's crazy. Did you know? The guillotine was invented for the nobility. It was invented because they were able to die instantly, which wasn't the case with the shooting or hanging. The nobles got special treatment all the way up to death. There's an old black and white movie that I know of. It's a love story set during the French Revolution. But the final guillotine scene is the best part. Nobles are lined up and bound in chains. They get publicly executed on the guillotine one by one. Oh my god, Takano's literally insane. Snap. Next, snap. Next, snap. Human lives are taken away like they're on a conveyor belt. There's no last words or prayers or anything. Snap, next, snap. Oh my god. It's not even that entertaining because it's over in a flash. No one holds any sentiment for their deaths. The audience enjoys how the nobles' heads are sliced off like vegetables. It's like a show to them. I think it's more respectful to kill someone slowly and brutally. That way, people will pay a little more attention to them, right? You know, that's true. That's why they say killing someone slowly is, like, more intimate, they say, you know? But Yashiro-sama here was the one who made this brutal torture possible. Oh no. That's gonna make Hanyu real upset, won't it? Takano raises her hand to honor the statue of Yashiro-sama. Maybe it's not entering the storehouse that makes her mad. It's her saying these things. And then, like, Heiichi and them will believe these things, which also makes them targeted, right? The Yashiro-sama is just an idol created by human beings. That idol was worshipped with fear and made divine. Yes, people laid the bricks of his church with rules and doctrines, strengthening it with a mortar of curses and malediction. As they stacked and stacked those bricks up high, its height reached up to heaven, and their god was placed above it all. Gods are born because people desire them. So when people seek to rule others with fear, they become the collection of blood, torture, and pure terror. And here, they call that god Oyashiro-sama. In other words, this proves that the stairs to godhood are built not by gods, but by human hands, and shows the way for us humans to attain further heights. And... oh, she's mad. She's mad. Hanyu angry. Her passionate lecture was interrupted by a loud noise. They looked back. Hanyu was jumping up and down with her eyes full of tears. Thud, thud, thud. She was stomping the floor as hard as she could, making a loud noise instead of screaming out with her unheard voice. However, it all amounted to the same thing. Hanyu cannot be heard by people.
That's not right. That's not right. I'm not like that. Hanyu. I hate seeing people getting tortured or killed. I want to see people be happy together. Of course, not everything is perfect, but I never asked people to do such horrible things. Hanyu, you are who you are. Oyashiro-sama has nothing to do with you. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, I hate Takano. I hate her. She always says horrible things about me. She's a bully.
Was it a bad idea for me to bring Takano in here? I knew that Takano would get overstimulated and say something like this. Fortunately, Hanyu's rejection indirectly reached Takano, and she stopped lecturing. Does Rika know that the slams get through? No, that she knows, right? That they can, yeah. Somehow, Tomitake had heard the noise that Hanyu made. Pressed his finger in front of his lips and told Takano to be quiet. What is it? Well, I just heard a sound like a child was jumping around. Might be a child somewhere near this building. Really? I didn't hear anything. Sure, I heard it. Takano-san, we're here in secret. I think you should look around without making any noise. Takano seemed disappointed, but Tomitake was right. She had no choice but to be quiet. Tomitake?
Tomitake, there are no children around this place.
Are you sure? You didn't hear it either? I'm sure I heard a noise.
I heard it too, but it wasn't coming from outside the building. It was jumping right behind me. I guess you heard it from far away, but it was very loud to me.
I was standing in front of the altar, and the statue of Oyashiro-sama was right behind me. Tomitake seemed to freak out after hearing what I just told him. Yeah. Although he was trying to fake a smile, his face was turning pale. However, Takano didn't seem scared at all.
Takano, you can't say things that would upset Oyashiro-sama in front of him. Oyashiro-sama is very angry now. Can't you hear his voice?
It's fortunate that she can't, to be honest. Oh my god. It's making me think back to all the times that Rika would say, like, Oyashiro-sama is upset, can't you hear him? Because she said that in the other chapters. But I can't remember when she would say that. I know she said it multiple times. And every time she says it, it's creepy. It's like, whoa, scary. But, okay. Even if she heard it, it would be nothing but tears. My job as a shrine maiden, to begin with, is to tell humans what Oyashiro-sama is feeling. I'm responsible for speaking on Hanyu's behalf. Takano must have realized that I was very serious about what I just said. She apologized to me right away. I'm sorry. I took it too far. I'm sorry, Oyashiro-sama. You are a god, as long as people worship you. Even though I may not worship you, you are still holy. I'm sorry for disrespecting you.
Oyashiro-sama loves sweet food. You'll get cursed unless you offer something sweet through me.
Tomitake couldn't help but smile. Takano also smiled. She bowed to me, promising to bring over some cream puffs soon. Takano finally stopped saying bad things about Oyashiro-sama. She almost promised to bring me something sweet. Hanyu was still upset, but she was probably satisfied for the moment. But I didn't know what she meant by the 3 fingers she was showing to me. What? She telling me to ask Takano for that too? What? Being her shrine maiden is not an easy thing. Concerning. Yeah.
Oyashiro-sama is saying he wants at least 3 cream puffs. I just want to make it clear that it's not me asking for that.
They took it as a joke I made to reduce the tension. Tomitake and Takano cracked up, holding their stomachs. Honey was looking at them with surprise, not knowing why they were laughing. My face, meanwhile, was turning red with embarrassment. Fine, I'll get 3 delicious cream puffs for Oyashiro-sama. Should I get some for you and Satoko-chan too?
No, I don't need any. But there is something that I want to tell you.
What is it? Since you let me inside the storehouse today, I'm willing to do anything for you now.
Then, I want you to believe what I'm about to tell you now. Please don't ask me why or make fun of me. Please believe me and change fate to save me.
Oh, she's gonna talk about it. Both of them were surprised to see such a serious look on my face. I was sure they'd be surprised. After all, I was about to explain something to them that they were going to die in 2 days. Sure, they'd want to deny that, but I knew a fair bit about their deaths. I could explain it to them in detail. They wouldn't be able to laugh it off. I talked to them about it several times in previous lives, but they never took it seriously. I only had that slight possibility that they might believe me. Hopefully, the possibility is as small as a miracle. It should be engraved on the side of a die. Our friends overcame their fates, and they all rolled a 6. Should I call that a miracle? Please, God, let me roll a 6 again. Oh, but the chances of you rolling a 6 multiple times in a row is blah, blah, blah. Please let them believe that death is upon them. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. She's been rolling dice for a long time. Yeah, she's been rolling like hundreds of dice and expecting a 6 every single time. Eventually, it's gonna be all 6s. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Eventually. Idiot turned the light on as soon as he finished his presentation. There were about 8 men wearing lab coats inside the meeting room. The man sitting at the far end was the only person without one. Upon seeing Irie finish his speech, he clapped his hands several times. Having noticed his applause, the other men in the room soon followed suit. Who the frick is that? Who is that? That's Oishi, but green. What? It's Oishi's face, but different hair and a different body. I'm scared. What? Excellent. Very, very excellent. I'm quite satisfied with your progress. That's Irie's face? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no way. That looks like Oishi. Or maybe they all look the same. Quite satisfied with your progress. Oh. That is Irie. Okay. They explain even with anime characters. Your hard work has paid off, Dr. Irie. No, that's Irie. I was right. That is not. Like, what? That was Oishi in a suit or something. No, I would say it's because of my incredible staff. I really do owe them my gratitude. We really are getting close to finding a perfect cure. There are a few more sticking points left, but they can all be resolved with time and financing. We're counting on your support on that front. With sufficient funding and labor, I estimate we'll be done within 3 years. By 1986, we should be able to establish a complete treatment for it. From here on out, our challenges are establishing a treatment package that the other, unspecialized medical facilities can easily administer, and developing an easier, cheaper test for it. With regards to testing, Dr. Irie is currently researching ways to detect potential patients through blood samples. Once that process is established, the test can be administered alongside regular physical exams, and we believe that it will drive down costs significantly. That's wonderful to hear. Current tests are pretty involved and expensive after all. Sorry, I'm truly grateful to hear you're considering the cost too. Wait. I see. Is this the illness that Satoko has? Or something? Well, these citizens are supposed to be our nation's assets, so it is really shameful to bring up the budget, but from our position, we'd like to shave every yen we can off the costs. Of course we understand. We established a treatment that was impossible due to the cost. It'd just be a pie in the sky. It's our job to develop a practical treatment, not a theoretical one. Tomitaka started clapping again, and everyone followed him. Wait, Tomitake? Tomitake? That's Tomitake. I'm so confused. Tomitake's dad. Okay, because Tomitake is the last name. Okay. Okay, got it, yeah. You're a truly respectable man, as well as a talented doctor. Honored to have met you. No, I can sincerely accept your applause until every person has been treated and the so-called curse of Yashiro-sama has been exterminated. We hope for your continued cooperation until that time. Likewise, I'll do everything I can to make sure you receive almost every yen in the budget you've outlined. Please keep up the good work. So there is an illness called the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Tomitake and Irie shook hands. The meeting room was filled with applause yet again. That's it for tonight's meeting. Tomorrow's the main event we're all been waiting for. The budget hearing. So I'll push hard. Takano was being sarcastic, of course. The staff members in lab coats were smiling bitterly. I'll give my greatest efforts for the budget you all need to. To be honest, I want to be on your side myself, but I'm the one who has to explain things to the brass, and the one they come down on directly. And my deepest apologies, but regretfully, I'll be rigorously examining the budget. Please continue lending me your cooperation. That's your job, so we can't blame you. We'll see you tomorrow. In any case, that's it for today. Once Irie declared the meeting over, his white-coated staff gathered up their documents and left after glancing at the clock. It was almost midnight. Staff who were off tomorrow might be alright. Those scheduled to work needed to sleep soon, or it would hinder them the next day. Takano gathered up all the butts from the ashtrays, as well as empty the coffee cans. Some people didn't drink their coffee. We managed to get a coffee budget for meetings approved, but I wonder if they'll cut that budget if people don't drink it. Don't be so mean. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it, you know. Oh, Takano-san. I'll take that leftover coffee. I'll take one too. That way the budget won't go to waste. Ha 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 ha, money, ha ha ha. Two of them seemed more relaxed with the other staff members gone. Tomitake and Irie loosened their collars in a sign of relief. How are Rika-chan and Satoko-chan? Are they doing fine? Heard last week that Satoko-chan's test results weren't that good recently. No, but it actually wasn't that big a deal. She was a bit out of sorts because of the heat wave. Her new results came out very stable. I'm piecing things together. I'm piecing them. I'm connecting the dots. Dr. Irie is very passionate about Satoko-chan. That's not true. As a physician, I treat all of my patients equally to the best of my ability. But if she feels grateful and decides to be— oh my god, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut. Become my name, May, that would be wonderful. But that's proving quite difficult. It would be wonderful if there was a way to completely cure Satoko-chan. But I guess that's what's difficult. Once a patient— huh? Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god, I can't believe they're finally freaking explaining this. I'm so excited, okay. Oh! Once a patient reaches L5 state like Satoko-chan has, it's easy for them to re-experience hallucinations similar to a patient suffering from flashbacks. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, finally. I've been waiting for this moment for freaking the beginning since chapter 1. Those technically aren't caused by the disease, but by the normal defense mechanisms cultivated in the brain. Like the idiom, "a scalded dog fears cold water," suggests, the brain naturally uses past experiences proactively for our survival. In simpler terms, emotional trauma. Worse yet, we suspect she may have suffered damage directly to her frontal lobe, so she needs more delicate counseling and long-term medication than the usual trauma patient. You may be able to treat her illness, but you can't treat her mental health. Is that what you're saying? There are plenty of people functioning in society with emotional trauma, even if she's just one more to the mix. That's still a miraculous recovery, considering the state she used to be in. Think about diabetic patients. There's no cure, but many of them live happily by managing their condition. Yeah. She still needs 3 shots a day? No, she's recovered quite a bit, so she's down twice a day now. I think that puts a lot less strain on her, too. She was so afraid in the beginning, but Rika-chan talked her into it. Into getting the shots, you mean? Satoko-chan was told she's receiving financial support from us by supporting her research. So she thinks that she's getting 2 shots a day not because she's sick, but as a test subject for your research. Oh, I see. Jiro-san, it would be a horrible thing for us to explain to her what kind of illness she's suffering from. What? That's Tomitake Jiro. So, he's the head of this and a photographer? Unless the dad is named the same thing? Maybe the photography thing is a stunt to be here for a meeting and for people not to find out the real reason. What the heck? Didn't I tell you this before? But he's at the ritual storehouse right now. I mean, so is freaking Takano. But they're here now. Time passed. They must have gotten told about it. Wait, why is there 2 of them? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Actually. I'm actually so confused. Okay. Okay. Oh well, I remember. Sorry for being insensitive. If you happen to see Satoko-chan somewhere, please be kind to her. Alright, I will. By the way, Rika-chan is such a strong girl. Her background is similar to Satoko-chan's, yet she's leading such a steady life. We have Rika-chan and her deceased parents to thank for all this. Without their understanding and support, we never would have discovered even a hint at a cure so soon. She's even endured our inhumane experiments very well. We wouldn't have the test results we do today without her support after overcoming her parents' death. I'd like to repay the debt we owe her somehow. I agree. Tokyo also recognizes that Rika-chan and Satoko-chan have rendered us a distinguished service. They'll be compensated for their work someday. Hey, you guys don't even want to pay for our coffee filters. Again, we don't be mean. Keep bringing that story up. Ha 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 ha. Even though all we can do is to compensate them with money. Wish there was a way to pay them back from our hearts. Akano muttered like she's talking to herself, but it almost sounded as if she was talking to them. I'm sure there are many ways for us to show our appreciation. There are many ways we can pay them back. Dr. Irie? I mean, Coach. I guess you're already doing that for them all the time. Suppose I should be nice to those girls too. Indeed, plus Rika-chan was very nice to you today. I nearly forgot. I have to take that film to get developed first thing in the morning. Ah, so that was right after. Oh, okay. So, we skipped the critical moment. Why did we skip it? We'll probably flash back to it later, actually. We're probably gonna flash back to it at a particular moment. But, so this is directly after they were at the storehouse. Okay. It was such a wonderful experience. History, culture, smell of it. Everything about it was wonderful. Irie wondered what she could have experienced during the day. Tomitake could only smile and act like he didn't know anything. So that is literally Tomitake. Oh. Dude. That's... wow. Okay. By the way, Takano-san, what do you think of what Rika-chan told us near the end of today? What are your thoughts? I want to believe it's only paranoia. She did say that there's no absolute proof either. What's going on? From what you said, it sounds like Rika-chan is showing some bad symptoms. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Her test results from last week? I thought they came out pretty good. But did you see anything different, Dr. Irie? No. They were as stable as always. Satoko-chan's results are a wave during high tide. Rika-chan's are the quiet surface of a lake. Just like their personalities. What's the possibility of a sudden outbreak? Why would they even talk about that? What are you talking about? Don't tell me Rika-chan is showing symptoms of a disease progressing. Rika-chan asked us for something today. She wanted our protection, because she feels like someone is going to murder her. No way. Who would try to kill her? It's impossible. Rika-chan is a beloved mascot here in the village, and I don't think she has any enemies. I think it was just her imagination, too. Why does she think that someone is trying to kill her? She's experiencing paranoia. She may be in the early L5 stage. She said she saw it in her dreams. She wants us to reinforce security around her, because she feels threatened. For a young girl like that, it's not uncommon to get scared after having a nightmare. And we need to determine if it was really just a dream, or if she's showing early symptoms of the disease. Okay, let's give her an urgent checkup tomorrow. Really hope nothing is wrong. She's the most valuable person in this village. Hope she's okay. What should we do if she is? Jiro-san? That's what she wants in return for what she showed us today? It's not even a big deal. She's worried about her safety and wants to rely on us. I think we should support her. That's what paying her back with all our hearts is all about. Oh, yeah! Okay, so it's because she showed them the storehouse they're going to take her seriously. Let's go! Yippee! Rika is saved! Everything's fine! There won't be another chapter, this is it! You're right. Even if she was just dreaming, we'll lose her trust if we don't support her. This is our chance. We find a way to show her our appreciation. Yeah, I agree. Besides, she has a right to seek that support from us. Yes, we have to make sure to protect her at all times. That's true. Though that's your job, not mine. So please give her your best. Understood. Takano-san, please do what you can. Do what you can to keep her safe. Probably not so serious that we need to bring in the bloodhounds from Tokyo. True, but you can't ask them to come over just because Rika Furude had a nightmare. Alright. I'll order at least 4 members of the Mountain Dogs to watch her 24 hours a day. That's impressive. That's tighter security than when I went to Tokyo. She deserves special treatment. I'll make sure she gets the best security in the country. No one would dare plot an assassination on her. I'll get the best bodyguards out there. Not even a super spy could lay a finger on her. Meow meow. Onigafuchi banzai. Oh my god. Takano-san, did something good happen? Well, I mean... That's crazy. Wow. That's interesting. I feel like something really good is gonna happen. Oh, I'm really happy about that. So looking through the items that had been donated for the auction, we had realized that there was nothing kids would be interested in. Daichi insisted that the show wouldn't be a success unless there was something that kids would beg their parents to buy. It's probably right. For that reason, we went to this toy store again today. We're trying to get the owner to donate something that would interest all the kids attending the festival. I see. I did get to sell off my old stock. I mean, you know, different games the other day because of you guys. I'm to support you if I can. My grandma wants the auction to be something that both kids and adults can enjoy. That's what she's hoping for, you understand? Can you help us, Uncle Yoshiro? Well, if that's what your grandmother wants, okay, I'll do my best. I don't know what she would say to me on New Year's if I refused. Well, I guess Mion's grandma was pretty scary. Oh god, Satoko, precious Satoko that we haven't seen in like 10 years.
We've never met, but I've heard how terrifying she can be. According to Shion-san, she enjoys ripping people's nails off.
Wow, Shion said that? Shion, you shouldn't have said that. What?
That's just Shi-chan trying to scare you. I know Mi-chan's grandma very well. She's a nice lady, as long as you're polite to her.
I'm impressed that she can refer to that monster as a nice lady. She's scary when you're not polite. Also, she's scary when you don't show proper respect. Oh wait, whoops, I forgot Rena's Not Rena. I forgot Rika is who we are.
She's scary when you're not polite. Also, she's scary when you don't show proper respect. Nipa. So are you saying she wouldn't be nice to me?
Kei-chan, we have a big deal. We have a deal. He can say we can take some stuff. He said we can take some stuff. Ha 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 ha. His laugh was a painful one.
How come the people in this village always listen to Mion? It's the power of the Sonozaki family. Mion is like their princess. No one would dare contradict her. You're also the princess of the Furude family, aren't you? Thank you.
Members of the Sonozaki family branches who own businesses usually get their funding from Mion's family. They can never go against the will of the main branch. Sonozaki family made a fortune on the black market after the war, and they've invested those funds as capital into businesses run by their family and the villagers. They charge almost no interest and required no co-signers or collateral, so as long as one gives proper explanation, they'll provide a notable sum. The money has to be paid back, of course, but it's lent between family and community. They're willing to make some adjustments if one goes begging. For that reason, everyone is borrowing money from the family. And that, more than anything, is why they can never refuse a request from Mion. Alright, try and find something that might be interesting to kids. I need something big in size. It's not that exciting to sell a deck of cards at an auction, you know? Big things will attract more attention.
So we need to look for something big and expensive? Oh ho ho, leave it up to me. I'm very good at finding things like that. Let's try and be considerate of the owner too, everyone.
Wow, look, Rena. The stuffed animal is so cute. The plushie. Yeah.
What? Oh, it's adorable. I'm taking all of them home with me. You know, you guys, please don't take too much, okay?
Oh wait, whoops. The shop owner smiled bitterly at us. That's not what the shop owner sounds like. You know, you guys, please don't take too much, okay?
What do you think this is, Keiichi-kun? It says swing on it. Is it like a playground kind of swing? Wow, it's so heavy.
Must be build it yourself swing. You can build it inside the house or outside in the yard. It's not as big as the swings you see on playgrounds, but it's big enough for little kids to play on. It's fun in the beginning. They'll eventually get bored with it, and it'll be used to hang the laundry on instead.
That sounds like it's coming from experience. Do you have one of these, Keiichi?
My last house. I got it for Christmas when I was little. Looks really impressive, doesn't it? It's a good choice, Rena. Here, Kei-chan. Stick this paper on it. People from the council will pick it up later. Mion handed Keiichi a piece of paper that said Town Council on it. She was carrying around a whole stack of them. Oh, wow. She's really thorough when it comes to things like that.
Keiichi-san, how about this one? It's a small pool that you can put in your yard.
Oh, that's a good choice too. What do you think, Mion? Well, in Hinamizawa, you can always go to the river if you want to play in the water. I don't know about that one.
But this goldfish pattern is adorable. This pool is a good one, I think. I think so as well. Doesn't it look perfect for setting up all kinds of traps?
No way, no way. I'm the one who's going to end up trapped in there. I'm not taking this one.
How about this one? It's an elephant slide. Meep. I think this one is nice too. I want to take it home with me.
Oh my god. Rena too.
If I pushed Satoko off the top, she would roll down like a ball. Ah, wouldn't that be so much fun? Don't you think so, Hanyu? Oh, stop being so mean to Satoko. Oh, that one's nice too. I'm taking it home with me.
Alright, let me stick this paper on it. We enjoyed the privilege of picking donations for a while. I just got the notif. Sad to say we've been at it for an hour and 5 minutes, but... Hi! Hi! I started to feel bad seeing the owner's troubled expression. Patted him on the head to try to comfort him. Pat, pat. Nipa! Scary Nipa, what the frick? Wow, this is Mahjong. What is it, Kei-chan? Keiji found something in the tabletop game section. Walked toward him to see what it was. I saw a green mat on the table with Mahjong tiles all lined up on it. They were arranged in a square shape, as if someone was playing there until just a few minutes ago. Huh? What's this, Uncle Yoshiro? Are you playing Mahjong at work? No, that's not it. I had expected to see board games and card games in the toy store, but not Mahjong. Guess it isn't weird for a toy store to sell this, though.
Wow, it's been a long time. I think I've forgotten most of the rules.
Whoa, it's incredible for a girl like you to know Mahjong. Yeah, because girls don't like board games. Yeah, okay. Oh, let me guess. You guys play this at the club, right?
It must have been the end of last year. Of course, I was very good at it too. There were lots of traps lying in my discard pile.
Mion, listen here. You had 4 young girls together and you played Mahjong at school? Hey, Kei-chan, you can't underestimate this game. Inumizawa gets a lot of snow in the winter. Whole village enjoys Mahjong in those months. We hole up inside a warm room and enjoy some tangerines and Mahjong. We turn on the end-of-the-year music program on the TV. That's what winter is like here. And we'll never know, because we're stuck in summer forever. That's probably how the Sonozaki family spends its winter. That doesn't mean the whole village does that. Forgot that Himizawa gets a lot of snow in the winter. I see. I guess Mahjong would be the standard game adults play around the Kokatsu. Hey John, Mahjong is a serious game. It's a necessity in every man's social life. When they sit around the square jungle, they become the Seiru in the east, Byakugo in the west, Suzaku! Kiosk reference, what the frick! In the south, and Genbu in the north. Abandoning their hierarchy and squabbles, they fight on equal terms. It's the same spirit in the ancient Olympic Games. See? Isn't it amazing? I'm less concerned with that and more afraid of what punishment you'll set when you bring it out at club again.
Do you know how to play, Keiichi-kun?
My dad loves it. He always forces me to play when he doesn't have enough people to play with. I don't know if I'm good, but I know the rules. I don't know how to calculate anything though. Anyway, why is there a Mahjong table here? Everyone looked at the owner. Well, I was talking with a customer this afternoon, and he said he could show me how to do the Tsubame Gaishi. What? Did you say the Tsubame Gaishi? That's the greatest scam in the history of Mahjong. What? Scam? It's the ultimate technique developed in ancient China. Its power was so great that the emperor of that time banned its use. I didn't know that there were people who could use it in this era. Sasaki Kojito's NP? Is that actually what his NP is named? Oh, I got this info from the history of ancient Mahjong.
Tsubame Gaishi? Isn't that the technique of Musashi Miyamoto's?
Oh my god, she just said,
Isn't that Musashi Miyamoto's NP?
Okay.
How does that involve Mahjong?
It's a bold technique where you switch your hand with the wall in a flash. What? It's a Saki Rena, you stupid idiot. How mean?
It's a bold technique where you switch your hand with the wall in a flash. Nippa!
Hey Mion, why would you teach something that bad to an innocent girl like this? Well,
Oh, I want to see it. Can anybody do it? Can you, Rika-chan? I only know about it. I can't do it myself. Satoko, weren't you practicing it a while ago?
Wait a minute, Satoko. Don't practice something like that at your age. But she's a trap master. It sounds like something that she would do.
Ho 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 ho. The best time to set his trap is when the opponent is sure of his victory.
So, did you ever get to master it? You were practicing, right?
Well, I could never use it in a real game. Even in practice, I only succeeded once or twice. Wow, I want to see it. Do it for us. Meep, I want to see it too. Very well, you all. Don't laugh if I can't pull it off, alright?
Satoko sat in front of the table and started piling up the tiles.
Do you really think Satoko can do it? Well, I don't know. It'll be amazing if she can do it, and cute if she can't. I don't care if she makes it or not, because I enjoy seeing her act shy like this. Well, first of all, you start by planting the tiles you want into the wall ahead of time. I see. Then later you swap them for your hand? But how? Sleight of hand?
Well, you instantly swap all the tiles from your hand with the planted tiles. This is a scene I'd love to show you all by running a video through Enscriptor, but hey! Oh my god! Ryukashi! Yes, I would like to see that if he ran a video through Enscriptor. But we'll look it up later. Fortunately, I can't do that to the text in a sound novel. Oh my god. What the heck? This is the first time we actually directly fourth wall broke in the middle of a chapter and not at the party at the end. Or the afterward. Oh my god.
I have no idea who me could be talking to.
Mion, how do you know? You say, looking at the camera. What? Stop. What? What? Hydrate. Okay, thank you, actually, because my freaking throat. I'm gonna take 2 sips, actually. Okay, we're good. Why'd the music stop? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Everyone gulped and looked closely at the table. Satoko moved her hands like a swan on a lake. She had 13 tiles in front of her. She silently flipped them all face down. She lifted them up by holding both ends, silently placed them against the back edge of the wall, keeping them hidden. This is it, Satoko.
I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try.
We all went quiet. Satoko reached out toward the Yamahai. She grabbed the whole thing with her small little hands. Let me explain how hard it is to pick up the wall for those unfamiliar with Mahjong. Oh my god. Bye, Jay. Have fun at work. Your hand is usually made of 13 tiles. If you push into them from either side hard enough with both hands, you can lift them in the air. You might drop and scatter them if you're not experienced, but it's still not that difficult. However, it's not that easy for the wall. The Yamahai usually consists of 17 tiles. Plus, there are 2 rows on top of each other. This is the important part. It's not as simple as lifting up 2 rows of 17 tiles on top of each other. You must lift up the 17 tiles from the top row, and only 4 tiles on the edges of the bottom row. What? By setting them on the 13 tiles from your hand placed behind the wall, you can bury your hand in the wall, and the lower 13 tiles that remain from moving the wall become your new hand. Ah. I see. Okay. I see, got it. This is the ultimate technique. Tsubame Gaishi. Technique that lets you switch all 13 tiles in a split second. Yeah, there's no way that people could do that. Maybe if I see a video. You can do it, Satoko. I could see Satoko trying to concentrate. She was supposed to be doing this more naturally since it's a technique for cheating. But since for the moment it was just a performance, I suppose it's fine. Someone audibly swallowed, and at that exact moment she made her move.
There.
Crash. She put too much strength into it. The tiles fell apart.
Oh no! I can't do it. It's not that easy, you know.
I see, but I think I understood the gist of it from Mion's explanation. Let me try it.
I'm gonna try it too. I guess I have to master this one now, or else it'll be troublesome later on. I'm trying it too, then.
All of us except Mion took a seat and started piling up the tiles. Ha! At a glance, you look like small children who are just playing with the tiles. But they're actually practicing the Tsubame Gaishi. I'm proud of how my club members are growing up to be decent kids. My hands and Satoko's hands are about the same size. If she can do it, I know I can too. Of course, I can't really use this trick during a real game. We were just playing around, but I was having a good time. Never done this before in my 100 years of life. Wow.
I think my hands are slowing down. I'm so frustrated. It's so hard to lift up the first 13 tiles. Oh.
Listen, Rena, you have to use your pinky fingers. There you go. It's going to explode if you push too strongly. But you have to use enough strength to lift it up. It's difficult, isn't it? It's very difficult to lift up the first 13 tiles to begin with. Not everyone can get past this stage. Satoko was doing well the first time, but she lost her concentration and is dropping her tiles now. I took Keiichi's advice and supported the tiles with my pinky fingers, and lifted it up. Oh, I did it!
Meep. I lifted up the first 13 tiles.
Good for you! Rika-chan has the lead on us. We need to do better.
You're good at this. Can you do the next step? It's not that easy, but I really want to get it right before anyone else. That's what we're racing towards right now. I'm gonna do it.
Is Rika-chan going to be the first one?
You're done if you pull off the next move. But that one is so difficult. Go, Rika!
Awesome.
This is the hard part.
I had to lift up the whole top row and only 4 tiles from the bottom row. Probably didn't need to use too much force. I can do this. I'm trying to look at the tiles and think about how that works. Crash.
Oh, too bad.
The number of tiles increased to 17. Got more difficult, didn't it?
I'm going to do this before anyone else. It'll probably be a punishment for those who can't make it.
What? Is that true, Mion? I wonder what I should do. There are only 4 seats, so Mion wasn't even in the game. That means she could set up a punishment with no risk to herself?
Oh, it's not fair. You're not even playing me, John. You have time to complain. You should practice harder. This is getting interesting.
I thought we came all the way to Okinomiya to get donations for the auction. Why are we doing this now? Although, that's why I love hanging out with these people. If it wasn't for them, I would have lost my soul a long time ago. I would have become a worthless piece of flesh. I've heard that rabbits can die from loneliness, but humans are no different. Humans can also die from boredom. I mean, that's true, actually.
Hanyu, I really do think this world is special. I know all these events could happen individually, but now that they're all happening at the same time. This is like a miracle. Your fate really was too unfortunate up to this point. You deserve this kind of happiness every once in a while. You're right.
I have such a miserable and deadly fate. I do deserve some happiness that evens out the sadness. But like the luck I'd been getting in this life was something I'd been saving up for 100 years. People I love are all healthy and happy. I also asked Takano to reinforce my security. I don't know if she really will, but she promised me. She never did that in my previous lives. I think her reaction to my request was the best one so far. In fact, she was skipping on her way back home. She must have been in a good mood. I was sorry for breaking the family rules, but I think it was worth it. I told them that their lives were also in danger, but I doubt they really believed that. They didn't seem too frightened by it. I'd have to give them my final warning on the night of Watanegashi. If I tried warning them too often, they'd never believe me.
Does that mean there's nothing for me to do in this world right now? I don't know. Until the moment of truth is here, it's impossible to tell.
I'm blessed with miraculously good fortune in this world. I gave it my best effort using all my previous experience. But did I do enough? Wish I could have my fortune told. Just wanted something to tell me that I did everything right. Please tell me what my fortune is. And as soon as I made the wish, God granted it to me. Huh? Oh, what's going on in here? Suddenly heard a low voice. Geichi and Rena dropped their tiles as soon as they heard it. Hey, Oishi-san! What are you doing in a toy store during working hours? Hello there. Don't worry, I'm off duty today. You
mean bad luck today?
What? You mean bad luck today? What are you all doing here? Huh? Looked like Oishi was ordering something from the owner. Wonder what this old guy wanted from a toy store of all places. Mion was wondering the same. She asked him instead of me. My mahjong mat is warped because I kept it rolled up in storage for a long time. The green cloth is peeling off the underside of my kotatsu board too, so I couldn't use that one either. You play mahjong at home? That's a nice way to spend your day off. Perhaps you got in trouble at the mahjong bar and they banned you from going in there or something? No way, no way. I'm a gentleman in any public establishment. I'd never cause any trouble like that. Anyway, you kids like mahjong? Figured that young people didn't even know about the game. Please don't underestimate my club. We'll play anything that has a winner and a loser. We never turn our backs to a battle. We play mahjong, slot machines, horse racing, bike racing, boat racing, calligraphy, flower arrangement, and croquet. And croquet.
I think she'll make us fight in the middle of a lava pit someday.
It's okay, Rika-chan. Even if you die on that battlefield, you'll come back out of nowhere 2 or 3 chapters later. Oh, that might hit her too deep. Also, is that referencing Jesus? Maybe? I don't know.
I have no idea what Keiichi-san and Rika are talking about.
What are you guys doing? Are you piling up tiles?
No, not that. We're practicing the Tsubame Gaishi.
You're practicing the Tsubame Gaishi? Oh dear.
He's the one who showed me how to do the Tsubame...
Wait.
He's the one who showed me how to do the Tsubame Gaishi earlier today.
Oh, wait. Oh, the store owner. He's the one who showed me how to do the Tsubame Gaishi earlier. What did you say? It's not like I can use it in a real game, but it's one of the tricks I can do. Oishi-san, will you please show it to us? I really want to master that technique. If I don't, I'm going to get in real trouble this winter. Sure, let me show it to you. It must be the boy from the Maibara mansion? Oh, sorry. Yes, I am. I'm Keiichi Maibara. I moved here recently. Nice to meet you. Wow, now this is their first formal meetup. Okay. Hey, you've never met him before? This is Oishi-san from the police department. He's on the festival committee as head of the security team, so you'll see him at the meeting too. Heard about you. Say you're always full of energy. I'm looking forward to meeting you, as everyone is saying you're going to be a great auction host. You have such a big responsibility at the festival. Surprised you accepted the offer. You have a lot of courage. But I'll do my best since I took on the job, so I hope things go well. I'm Keiichi Maibara. It'll be a pleasure working with you. You're also a very polite young man. I'm impressed. I'm Oishi from the Okinomiya PD. You can call me Kuda-chan if you want. Do not call him that. Ooh-hoo-hoo.
You can sit in my seat, Oishi.
Oh, thank you. Let me show you the trick then. Rapidly gathered up the tiles. Tell that he'd been doing this for a long time. I heard that judo fighters can tell their opponent's rank just by looking at how he ties his belt. It's just like that. Thank you for complimenting me already. Alright, are you ready? I'm going to do it now. There you go. Thud, swoosh, clack clack. All done. I'm all done now. Wow, that was fast. They all broke out in cheers. I often hear the audience cheer for a big performance on TV. But it really was more impressive seeing it in person. He did it so quickly, too. It made it look so simple that anyone could do it, but everyone here knows that it's very difficult to do. That's why we were all impressed at how easily he performed the trick.
Oh, you're amazing. You're so good.
That was incredible. I'm seriously impressed. Will you teach me in slow motion? Sure, why not? Try and do what I do. It's more difficult in slow motion, but pay attention to how I use my fingers, especially my pinkies. First of all, okay, I got that one. Oh, wait, first of all, okay, I got that one, then what would I do? Then you do it like this. No, don't lift it up. Try and think of it as sliding it forward. Don't push it. Just slightly lift it up like a hovercraft. Slightly lift it up like a hovercraft. There. Damn it. You don't need any strength. Can't make any noise, you know? You have to do it silently, like a ninja. Silently like a ninja. Let me try it one more time. It was strange. I've never seen Keiichi and Oishi play mahjong together.
Keiichi-kun and Oishi-san look like they could become good friends. I guess that's male bonding or something.
I guess that's like male bonding or something. Oishi usually appears only after Takano and Tomitake get murdered on the night of Watanagashi. So now things are happening out of order. Interesting. He's only ever appeared on a scene as a detective. He always approached Keiichi as a detective, but he never thought of him as someone he could trust. He only thought of Keiichi as a decoy to expose the culprits among the villagers. Some nonsense like that. So even when you see it, it's hard to believe that Keiichi and Oishi are having a good time together like friends.
I've never seen Keiichi and Oishi get along with each other. I know. It's my first time too. How am I supposed to react to this? I thought it was a bad thing when I first saw Oishi today.
I couldn't understand this world at all. My heart was pounding. I had a strong feeling that I'd roll a 6 every time I threw the die. I should roll it again. I think I'll roll a 6 again. I'll know it before I roll it. I will roll that 6. And I'll definitely defeat my deadly fate. Ooh, stop. Every time the freaking music stops. Welcome to our store. Oh, there you are. Oishi-san, I got it for you. My heart started racing. Voice sounded so familiar. I'd heard it before. But that couldn't be right. Hanyu always warned me. Don't expect too much. It couldn't be him. No, wait. Oh, Akasaka-san. Thank you very much. You have any trouble finding the store? Oh, okay. Oh my god. I thought it was going to be freaking like, I thought it was gonna be, Satoshi. I was like, but okay, this makes more sense. I'm sorry, I got lost. Who knows where I would be now if that nice postman didn't help me. The young man was standing there. He was wearing a casual outfit, holding a plastic bag in his hand. I always thought Akasaka wore a shirt and tie. He also seemed much smaller. He looked at me as I stared at him. Normally you would look away when you make eye contact with a stranger. We stare at each other without averting our gazes. Yeah. No. We've seen him before, I thought. In his own chapter, I thought we saw him. But maybe we didn't. So this is the first time we're actually seeing him. Yeah. But I wonder if all that really did happen. The whole thing with, like, his wife and child and him in the hospital.
Is that you, Akasaka?
And you are Rika-san. Rika-chan. Oh, you know him. Akasaka-san, you knew Furude-san? That's a big surprise. It's been so long. You grew taller, didn't you?
You seem stronger too.
This is Mamoru Akasaka, the detective from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police safety department. He sometimes shows up in Hinamizawa in 1978. He sometimes shows up? He has no relation to Hinamizawa or my deadly curse. Outside the village, he's the person I trust the most. I asked for his help in the past several times, but nothing ever came of it. He's from so far away. He forgets about me once he returns to Tokyo. That's why I'd given up on him.
Why are you here in Himinizawa again?
I left my daughter with my parents, and I came here on a trip with my wife. Oh, they're alive. Oh, they're alive. They're alive. They're alive in this timeline. Let's go. Okay, so that's a win. That's a great win, actually. Your wife? Rika's like, she's alive.
Your wife? Yes.
Yes, you saved her life. Huh, you must have no idea. What? What happened? Akasaka-san loves his wife so much. Was it 5 years ago? He was in Okinomiya for a business trip, but he suddenly abandoned his job to return to her side. Oh. That's how much he loves her.
Oh, that's so romantic.
You warned me that something bad was going to happen if I didn't go back to Tokyo. That really concerned me. So I went right back to the hospital where Yukie was. And I heard that janitor got in an accident on the stairs that led to the rooftop that day. Tile on the stairs were loose. The janitor fell down the stairs and got seriously injured. I knew that was going to happen, because I'd seen him lose his mind after hearing about his wife's death in a life I lived a long time ago. Oh wait, no, that's Rika saying that. But, okay. Falling down the stairs seemed just like luck of the draw. I didn't think it would happen all the time, but it had happened to him over and over. So I thought there must be some kind of reason behind it. I guessed it was because of the broken tiles on the stairs. He didn't show up at the hospital that day. His wife would have gone up those stairs. It's her daily routine, but she didn't go because he showed up. Meanwhile, the janitor went up the stairs and got injured. Rika-chan saved Yukie's life. I'm not sure if that's really true, but Akasaka-san has no doubt that you saved his wife's life. Wow. So, that's a lot better ending. So, I think, oh, it's so interesting. Because every life she lives is a roll of a die. Bro, her life is a, what do they call? What's that type of game? Her life is a roguelike. Her life is a roguelike. Oh my god. He really wanted to meet you again.
Rika's good at predicting something sometimes, though.
That's because she's the reincarnation of Yashida-sama. Oops. Kuma-chan and Sato-san should be here soon. We have to hurry, Akasaka-san. Well, Mayabara-san, let's do this again. Teach you something more useful next time. Sure. Thank you very much. See you again, Rika-chan.
How long are you staying here, Akasaka?
I'll be here until after Watsunagashi. Kind of long for a vacation, isn't it? They told me that I need to use up my vacation days. Just finished a big job, so my boss told me to take some time off. I'll be there at the festival. Heard that it's going to be a huge event.
That's right. It'll be more than just the drinking party you had last time.
I don't know who said that. Akasaka-san, let's go. You saved Yukie's life. I'm going to make it up to you one day. When that comes, I'll lend you my strength. I will be killed in June of 1983. It's been 5 years, but I'm stronger and more experienced. I'm different now. Sure, I can help you. Felt like I rolled a 6 without even throwing the die. Akasaka followed Oishi and ran outside to the bright sunlight.
Hanyu, does this also seem like luck to you? Aw, it seems like fate is on your side this time. Remember that day that we held a club activity in this toy store? The moment I refused to play the finishing game, this world started changing.
My strong will is changing the path of fate. My strong will is going to change my fate. If I have a strong will, I can also change these results. We rode our bikes back home together. I was in a good mood. Almost felt like humming a song. I could feel my deadly fate slowly falling to pieces. Felt like my fate was urging me to move on. It's like the sun and the moon during an eclipse. The wheels of my fortune were perfectly matched for the first time in a long time. This really might have been a miracle. This wasn't like the true miracle of Keiichi remembering the past. It was good fortune within expectations. But when it was arranged this well, it was enough to be considered a miracle. I couldn't remember the last time I felt so good in June of 1983. My name is Rika Furude. My ominous fate was moving away from me. With each step I took, that deadly fate withdrew further and further. I'd have to stay strong and take advantage of this miracle. I moved forward at high speed, but Nagashi was so close. My luck and effort had brought about a miracle, and so I will defeat my fate. This time for sure.
Go for it. Yay!
Yay! Next moment, something happened. Keiichi had accidentally scratched a motorcycle that was parked in the street. A group of 3 delinquents were trying to intimidate him.
Oh, what shall we do? Just watch. I have the power to get rid of them now.
The power? What the frick?
I think we should call the police. Don't worry, Satoko. Leave it up to me. Rika? Hey, Rika!
I walked toward the delinquents, even as they grabbed Keiichi by his collar. What the hell are these pathetic guys? They're trying to stand in my way when I'm trying to have a happy future? I should teach them that nothing can stop me now. I know I'm rolling a 6 without even throwing the die. Okay, Rika, chill. You can only push fate so much. Say something, you punk. Are you listening to me? They continued to grab Keiichi's shirt. Keiichi, Mion, and Rena were staring at them with a vicious look in their eyes. I got in between them. Huh? What the hell do you want? Ouch!
Get the hell out of here. Don't even think about ruining my fate.
I plucked his nose with my fingers again. I never expected that a little girl like me would attack him. He seemed surprised, then he quickly returned to being angry. And he picks me up on my collar, too.
Rika-chan, stop it, you jerks. Let her go. Oh, Rika. Do you have a plan? No, I don't. But I'm trying to prove that this is nothing compared to the power I have now. If I can't deal with the situation, I'll never escape from my deadly fate.
I rolled the die, knowing what I was going to get. I knew I'd be rolling a 6. Next moment, 2 men in working overalls came up to the 3 delinquents and tapped them on the shoulders. Let go of her. She's just a little kid, you know. Who the hell are you? They started the fight. Shut up and go away. These working men weren't just random people who were passing by. I knew who they were. Let's have a talk over there. One of the men pushed the 3 delinquents onto the side of the street. The other man spoke to me in a calm voice. Are you okay, Rika-san?
Thank you very much. You saved us.
He lended me his hand so I could stand up. Off with you now. We'll take care of the rest. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much.
Are you sure we can go now?
Yes, don't worry about us. Thank you very much.
I can hardly believe that Keiichi-san was so weak.
Oh my god. Let's go, everyone. We got back on our bikes in a hurry and left the scene. Is that her security? It probably is! It probably is! And she doesn't know! Oh my god. They had no idea who saved us. We're glad that all of us were safe. But I knew who they were. Those must have been the security guards who worked for Takano. Takano kept her promise. Those guys are professional bodyguards. They only do what they are ordered to. They make sure their mission is complete. Takano told them to protect me. It's the best protection I can get. We left the scene, a white van with 2 men in it followed us. Nightingale reporting. R is moving to the safe zone. The safe zone! Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Do you remember that white van that was following Keiichi? You think that white van was actually the security? Protecting him? I don't know. Like, way in the past. I don't know what chapter it was. We will continue escorting her. This is Aaron. Roger that. Everything was working in my favor for the first time ever. Pedal seemed so light that day. Felt like I could fly into the sky if I wanted to. But then something happened. Dun dun dun. I don't know what's gonna happen. Received a new tip before the flight. What flight? Oh. That's what? Here's your plane ticket. Don't be late. You'll get the rest of the money when you get there. Thanks a lot. Here, Mamiya. Yeah, thank you. I've always wanted to go to Sapporo. Are you sure Hojo isn't suspicious of you? Don't worry. He's stupid. He's got oh. He's got he's got a big schlong and a big attitude. That's all he's got going for him. Haha, is that so? The next moment, they heard several cars coming toward them. The man looked out the window and saw 3 black cars screeching to a halt by the apartment building. Several intimidating men emerged from those cars. Some of them even looked up toward the window. He quickly hid himself behind the curtain. Shit, they're here. Run. Are you serious? But why? Come on, Mamiya. They're going to kill you. I heard the men running up the stairs. They sounded angry. What? What did that have to do with anything? What? Hojo? Hojo? Did Rena's problem solve itself? Okay, Hojo. So, she is flirting up Satoko's uncle, right? That's what this is? That's the that's information? Yeah, but maybe not now. Maybe not now it is, but who else could the Hojo be? Yeah, they were an item, but you know, they were both scheming together, basically. But now they're not. Now she's just scheming him alone. I guess. And now they're leaving. So Rena's problem also solved itself, yeah. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. Trying to see what are the next achievements. I get so exciting reading the next achievements. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love the achievements! They give me so many spoilers. Not even spoilers, they just give me hints. You know? I want to continue. Is it okay to continue? Even though it's so late. I want to read more. You know, I want to. So I'm going to. How about? Let me just get more water. That's true. I just hope I'm not being loud. For the people in the building. But if I'm not loud for the people in the building, then I can continue. But I need to know what's going on. I'm so excited. I've never wanted to read so much in my life. I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm not tired. I'm hungry and thirsty and excited. That's what I am right now. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. A lot of things are happening. Literally everything is happening. Wonderful. Very good. Very good school day today. It was a very humid day. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had been an unpleasant summer. One that wasn't only hot, but swelteringly so. There were various articles of clothing hung out to dry in the messy apartment windows. The lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from the coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartments lining the narrow, twisting road. In addition, there were planters and flower pots whose contents were beginning to rot, as well as bicycles and cars on the sides of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all the more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place at this time was visiting it voluntarily. And in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in. The motorcycle stopped in front of a two-story apartment, one that could hardly be called neat, even as flattery. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When a nearby housewife was hanging out the laundry and noticed him, she called out, "Well, hello there. It's quite hot again today, isn't it?" "Oh, you got that right. I feel like I'm on a boil out here." What is happening? Suddenly, I got goosebumps all over my body. I felt like something bad was about to happen, for no reason. Everyone gets this feeling in a different way. Some people get a twitch in their eyelids, some kind of movement in their ears. In my case, I get goosebumps. Satoko was supposed to be cooking dinner tonight. We didn't have much inside the refrigerator, so I asked her to go grocery shopping. I was just watching TV and relaxing while I waited for her. She was usually back by the time my cartoon was over, after which she'd start cooking dinner. But my cartoon was over, the news had started, Satoko wasn't home yet. Satoko sometimes waited until they had a sale at the store. In that case, she'd usually come home late. That must be what was happening. It was too early for me to start worrying about her. But, I can't explain this feeling. Can't explain it. I feel extremely worried. I started feeling like that. I couldn't just sit in the room and wait for her.
Hanyu? Hanyu? Where are you?
Thought she might know where Satoko might be. But she's never around when I need her. Hanyu is not with me 24 hours a day. She sometimes falls asleep, sometimes she goes out for walks. Though in her case, it's not a walk, but more like a stalk. Like a stalk? She's stalking somebody right now, and they're getting the footsteps behind them? She follows people around? Oh my god. She follows people around when she finds someone interesting and she enjoys observing them. Oh my god. Anyway, I had no choice. I'd have to find Satoko on my own. I had a good idea of which stores Satoko goes to. I should check those first. We're in Hinamizawa. If I asked people, they'd tell me where she went. Oh, she's definitely the footsteps. She has to be. Like, we just got confirmation that she likes to stalk people and follow them. She's footsteps. She's 100% footsteps. Oh my god. That's so crazy. I want to replay the last chapters knowing that Hanyu's there. Because I know sometimes they call out. Like, Kate would be like, "Who's there?" Or like, go away or something. I wonder if... I don't know.
Hello there, Rika-chama.
It's a blessing to see you here.
Nipa! Did Satoko come here today by any chance?
I haven't seen Satsuko-chan here. I've been out here all day, so I would have seen her if she was here. I didn't even have time to say thanks. I ran to the next door. People were greeting me and waving at me. I usually smile and greet them back, but I had no time for that at the moment. Satoko, Satoko, Satoko. I need Satoko in my life. I was able to survive for so long because of her support. Without her, this world would be so empty and boring. Satoko is nonchalant and optimistic, unlike me. I've learned so many things from her over the past 100 years, but I still need to learn more from her. Satoko, Satoko. People stared at me as I ran by them, screaming out her name. I didn't care what they thought, though. Satoko, Satoko, Satoko. Why are they looking at me like that? I'm looking for Satoko. Somebody just tell me where she is. Vampus, are you prepared? What the frick does that mean? Thank you for the hydration. Perception, don't you dare spoil, but what the frick does that mean? My heart was convulsing inside my body like a fish out of water. What little stamina I have. I hate my body for being so young. For my privilege. Wait, hold on. Did you get VIP? Is that what that is? I see. I thought you knew something bad was gonna happen. I was like, oh my god, no. I know something bad will happen eventually, probably. I've had that for months now. What the frick are you talking about then? What? Scary. But I'm gonna use it. Don't use it. You can't. I don't know what would happen if you activated VIP twice. I don't know what would happen. Have I got you to watch Finon trailer? What is that? I don't know what that is. No. I'm enveloped in this story right now. So we could probably talk about that sometime else. But I need to know what's happening in this freaking story. It's insane. Oh.
You know, the store on the corner always has a sale in the evening. She might be there.
Went to a few different places, but I still couldn't find her anywhere. The people I talked to gave me advice on where to go. I couldn't find her in any of the places they suggested. Continued to run, looking for her. Continued to run, even when I bumped into people. Also, look at that typo. Lamel.
I don't know.
I had so many customers, I can't remember. There are only a few places in Hinamizawa where they can go grocery shopping. Where we can go grocery shopping. Shouldn't be that difficult to find her. So why couldn't I? Wah! Tripped on something in the street. Fell flat on the ground.
Ouch.
I injured my hand on a small rock embedded in the ground. I didn't feel much pain, even though I said ouch. It just felt hot, as if I'd touched a frying pan. Suddenly, someone handed me a pretty handkerchief.
Are you okay? Did you get hurt? Rena, did you see Satoko anywhere?
Rena was carrying a grocery bag. I heard that Satoko bumps into Rena often when she goes grocery shopping. They tend to choose the same stores.
Satoko-chan? No, I didn't see her today. Was she out grocery shopping? Yes, you didn't see her? No, I didn't. But there's no way she would have missed the big sale at the market today. I was there, but I didn't see her.
My brain wasn't getting enough oxygen. It took me a while to understand what Rena was talking about. I understood that Rena didn't see Satoko. But that wasn't the point. They had a huge sale in the market today. There's no way that Satoko would miss that sale. But she didn't see her there? What was that supposed to mean?
What happened? Did she leave her wallet at home or something? Well,
Couldn't find the right words to explain. Did I tell her I feared that something bad happened to Satoko? That's why I was looking for her? No, I couldn't do that. Couldn't think too deeply about why she hadn't returned home.
What's wrong? Can I help out? Talk to me.
I knew she was just trying to help me. I even thought I needed someone to help me just a few moments before. Now that she was here, I had no idea what I was supposed to say. No, that's not it. Truth is, I know. Somehow, I know. I wouldn't have to know if I was someone else. But I have to know this. Rikafurude has to know what's going on. I know it. I remember it. I knew this was coming. Hey, welcome to the insanity. Let's see. Keiko. ____. Thank you. Welcome to the insanity. And welcome to the insanity that is Hinamizawa. Because we are in it. In it. Crazy. Ugh. Wait, what chapter is this? I should probably put that in the title, shouldn't I? It's chapter 7. We're deep in it. We're deep in it. We're like... It's kind of in the beginning, middle part. It's not Minagoroshi yet, so, you know. I've experienced a world where Satoko suddenly disappeared. The possibility for that happening is as low as Akasaka showing up in Hinamizawa. It only happened randomly in my other lives. This is not the first time. It happened before, too. I should see it for myself. I needed to see if I'd gotten stuck inside a devastating world again.
Will you talk to me? I'm sorry. Goodbye.
What?
Hey, Rika-chan.
What do you mean, like, 7th answer chapter? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would be the 3rd of the answer chapters, 7th overall. I started running. Couldn't pretend like I didn't know where she was. Please, don't tell me that I was blessed only up until this point, and I'm about to fall back on my unfortunate fate from here on. I thought that this world was different. I thought I could move on to a happy future. I thought I'd be able to defeat my deadly fate in this life. But this was just horrible. It was horrible that this was happening to this world. No, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be red herring. It's not. It's gonna be fine. I was standing in front of the place that I hate most in Hinamizawa. Yes. It's Satoko's real home. The Hojo residence. I'm only in chapter 3. I'm gonna get spoiled if I say, yeah, please. Oh, do not. Please do not say, I'm sorry. Come back when you're done, sir. But, sir or madam, or they, them. It is an amazing, wonderful ride. Chapter 3 is beautiful. I freaking love it. It's so good. And the answer chapters are brilliant, thus far anyway. So, you know, have a nice day, or have a nice night, and I hope you have a really fun time with Higurashi. Yeah, it's taken me 2 years to read up until this point, but that's because I'm lazy. So, don't be me. Don't be lazy. But, yeah. I've been living with her since last fall, so this house was empty. In the beginning, she used to come back here to pick up her clothing and other necessities. Everyone is saying chapter 3 is the best. I hope it's great. Anyway, good night. Good night! Chapter 3 is the best, but I like chapter 1 the most. So, everyone's got their opinions, of course. Haha. When she moved stuff to my house, Satoko stayed away from this place. It was a sad place for Satoko. It was all she could remember of it was the horrible time she spent with her uncle and aunt, and the memory of her missing brother, Satoshi. That's why she never wanted to come back here. But that wasn't the reason I hate this house. It's because I know what happens whenever this house becomes an issue in my life. Oh God, please. Please bless me with just one more fortune. I closed my eyes and prayed, and I slowly opened them. The window was open on the 2nd floor. I saw a faded curtain swinging inside. As soon as I saw that, my knees realized what was going on, even before my mind processed it. The next moment, I lost strength in my legs and collapsed on the ground. I saw an unfamiliar motorcycle parked by the house. I also saw laundry and a futon hanging outside. I was certain that someone was living here. It was proof that someone was living inside this house. It's never good when there's someone living inside this house. It was very, very bad. I knew exactly why. I knew why, but I felt like I wanted to act like I didn't know.
Rika?
Satoko! Satoko went outside to take the futon in and noticed me.
Rika.
Satoko looked down and forced herself to smile. Felt so sad. It wasn't just her expression. I could tell that her left cheek was red and swollen.
Satoko, don't stay here. Let's go home.
I took her hand. She still looked down without squeezing back.
Rika, I think I'm going back to this house. But why is that? My uncle came back, and he told me we should live together in this house. I know that's not what you want. You don't want to live with your mean uncle. But I have no choice. If I go back to your house, he'll come and get me. I don't want to cause any trouble for you.
She gave up with a sad smile. She looks exactly how she looked 1 year ago, in 1982. Her uncle only slapped her face, and she's back to being the Satoko from 1982. The cheerful Satoko that I knew until yesterday could no longer be found. I took care of Satoko and tried to heal her wounded heart for over a year. She finally got her smile back, but her uncle took it all away with just one slap to her face. A broken soul can recover over time, but her damaged heart can never be fixed completely. I just took the broken pieces and put them back together. Cracks in her heart will always be there. And that's why she couldn't come with me, no matter how hard I tried to pull her hand. She couldn't get over the fear. She knew just how scary her uncle could be. Satoko, what the hell are you doing? You better not go anywhere. Heard a disgusting voice from inside the house. Satoko stared at the ground. Her shoulders were shaking. Oh, who the hell is this? Came out and stood right behind her.
It's nothing. I just bumped into my friend.
I don't care. Go inside and clean the bathtub. Want to take a bath, you idiot. Satoko scampered back inside the house like a terrified small animal. I feel devastated as I watch her go. Were you asking her out to play? I'm sorry, but she's busy taking care of chores. I'm her uncle. I've been out for a while on a business trip. I'm finally back in the village, you know. Liar. He only showed back up because his lover went missing. In another world, I once let my hatred out on him. Then he inflicted that anger in equal turn onto Satoko. So I couldn't allow the dark flame burning within my chest to reflect in my eyes. Okay, so, the girl leaving brings Satoko's uncle back. So, but the girl staying leads Rena's dad to get manipulated. So she can't leave or stay because one or the other will, okay. Because I couldn't make myself smile, and I couldn't insult him. All I could do was give him a short bow and run away from the scene. You're intimidated by my scary face, huh? Heard his hideous laughter from behind me. Cried as I ran away. Couldn't stop crying. I thought this was a perfect world up until today. Why was God doing this to me? It was too cruel. But I couldn't give up yet. I couldn't do anything, but I still had hope for this world. I didn't think the luck I had until yesterday was just a random thing. I went back to my house in a hurry. I needed to make a phone call. I didn't know the number because it was my first time calling the place. I looked inside the phone book and found it easily. I made a call to that number. Oh, hello! Didn't expect to get a call from you, Furude-san. Furude-san. Oh, is it Oishi? Who is it? What can I do for you? I already knew that Oishi could never save Satoko, based on what I've seen in my previous lives. For him, Satoko is the only good way to get at the Sonozaki family. Her uncle is probably his prey in that regard, too. And if I talked to him about her situation, he would do nothing to save her. The only thing he'd tell me would be to call the Child Consultation Center. I want to talk with
Akasaka. Is he there?
Akasaka-san. He went to the hot spring in Wakura with his wife. Wakura? That's not anywhere near here. I thought he was staying here until Watanagashi. I heard he's going to stay in a hotel owned by a relative of his. Wish I could go too. What? Wanna know where Wakura is? It's in the Ishikawa prefecture on the Noto Peninsula. No way. He told me that he was staying here until Watanagashi. I thought he meant he was staying in Hinamizawa. But did he actually mean this area of the country in general?
Can you get a hold of him somehow?
That was a meaningless question. There's no way I could get him to come here while he's enjoying his trip with his wife. And if I can talk to him on the phone, he'll probably only tell me to call the child consultation center or something. I don't know where he's staying. I heard it's a very famous luxury hotel, so I can make a pretty good guess. And I'm sure they won't give me the room number since they're strict about customer privacy these days.
Okay then. Did Akasaka tell you that he's coming to the Watanagashi festival?
Yes, he did. He's coming back here after the hot springs. He stayed here for only one night and then left for the Noto Peninsula. I'm sure they'll be back before the day of the festival. He said he'd be back with a souvenir for you. How terrible. But it was too good to be true. I knew it was kind of strange for him to stay in a boring place like this. My luck seems to be turning. This might not be a surprise, though. It's like I can roll a 6 3 times in a row. I can roll a 1 3 times in a row, too. Happy things and unhappy things can happen with equal probability. Hello? If you want to leave a message, I'll take it for you. Looked at the calendar on the wall. I didn't know when he was coming back, but I was certain he wouldn't be back for at least one more week. I thought back to the past to try to remember what happened. That guy will break Satoko apart in 1 week. I couldn't wait that long. I had to give up on seeking help from Akasaka. Well, that's okay. Still had one more option. One more person I could rely on.
No, that's alright. Thank you for your help. Nipa!
I hung up on the phone after thanking him. What a sad Nipa. I couldn't make a phone call next to the next person. Keiichi killed his man! Literally. Yeah, literally. Oh my god. I couldn't make a phone call to the next person. I'd have to talk to him in person. Put my shoes on and headed to the idiot clinic. Oh. Clinic's hours were over for the day. There was usually no one here after that. However, since Tomitake was here, they should still be inside the building for a meeting. They had to be there. The front door of the clinic was locked, as I expected. Went around to the back door and rang the bell. The whole clinic is nervous when Tomitake is around. They usually ignore visitors, but I'm special. What's wrong? I heard you had an emergency. You need me too? That doesn't sound good. Idia and Takano showed up after I was taken to the visitor's room. Rikafurude has an emergency, and it's a priority for these two people. I'm the most important person in this village. Could it be someone's trying to get at you? You are protected at all times by the elite security of the mountain dogs. They've been watching you since the day we made that promise. I had no doubt about that. They saved me right away when we had that confrontation with those 3 delinquents the other day.
That's not it. I have a favor to ask. I want you to save Satoko from danger.
What happened to Satoko-chan? Idiot doesn't have that much power alone, even if he really wants to save her. But Takano controls the mountain dogs, so she does have that power. For previous lives, I was never able to get the help from the mountain dogs, so I wasn't on good terms with Takano. But this world is different. I have a better relationship with her in this life, and she even kept the promise she made. I trust their ability completely now. Teppei Hojo is back. It's horrible. It was mainly Satoko's aunt who was abusing her last year. But Idia knows that her uncle was violent with her too. Told them that Satoko had gone back to the same condition she was in the previous year.
I don't know what will happen. I need you to help me save Satoko.
Idia seemed to want to do something for her, but he didn't know exactly what to do. What shall we do? Shall we call the police and let them know? I don't know about that. At this point, all he did was come back and take her as her legal guardian, right? It's not like she's been seriously injured by him. Oh my god, Takano. Bro? Take it seriously? That's not the case, right?
No. No, that hasn't happened yet, but it's only a matter of time. Something bad is going to happen if we don't do anything.
I hate to say that it's only a matter of time. I knew that she was going to get abused and how she was going to end up. I've seen it in the past. I really wanted to tell them about it, but I couldn't do that. Because it hadn't happened in this world yet. They just think I was imagining it. I think you should call that child consultation center first. I remember. Satoko-chan made a false report to the child consultation center once. Wondered if they would take her seriously. The answer is no. Our friends contacted the child consultation center several times in the past. Satoko always refuses their help. She claims that she isn't being abused. Satoko from 1983 might have asked for their help, but currently, she was the Satoko from 1982. For her, living with her uncle reminds her of the time when Satoshi was around. She feels like Satoshi will come back if she can live strongly, without always relying on her brother. Even if the child consultation center were to take the case seriously, it's just too late. I tried to remember. The most recent world I experienced. It only took a few days after Satoko was kidnapped by her uncle. It only took a few days for him to tear her heart apart. We had no time to waste. We needed to take action quickly. Can't really do anything unless she seeks help. I think Dr. Irie can call the police, but that's about it. I'm very sorry.
That's not it. I want you to help her, Takano.
Irie and Takano looked shocked, and both went quiet. They didn't expect me to seek help from Takano. You mean, you want us to take a much bolder action?
I'm here to ask for that. I wouldn't be here this late otherwise.
I understand, but...
Irie, if you truly cherish Satoko, then please just listen to me this once. Please save Satoko. In less than a few days, she'll really end up in a horrible shape. That's already guaranteed. If you try to wait and see how things go, it'll be no different than watching her die. Have you forgotten how Satoko was last year, Irie? She's already reverted to that state. Right this very second. In a few more days, it will be too late to do anything.
All I could do was stare at him, believing that Irie could see the future only I knew. Tragic end awaiting Satoko, reflected in my eyes. Irie remained silent for too long a time to call brief. Someone was trying to think of some excuse to avoid the issue wouldn't go silent that long. He was recalling Satoko's terrible state last year, and seriously considering if my plea was as urgent as I made it out to be. I know that he really cares about her. That's why I need his help. What shall we do? Irie nodded and looked up. I guess he finally came to a conclusion. I just hope it's a positive one. Takano-san, please do what Rika-chan wants you to do.
Irie?
I remember how hopeless I felt when I couldn't do anything to save Satoko-chan last year. I want to take this chance and save her this time. But, Doctor... Takano didn't think that Irie would make that decision. She seemed shocked to hear his response. I would like you, as the director of this clinic. I would like to ask you as the director of this clinic, please help Satoko-chan. She's the director.
Dr. Irie, what do you mean when you say to help her? Please calm down.
Satoko-chan is very important to us. She has greatly contributed to our research for a long time. Protecting her is considered one of your work orders. Irie continued, though Takano tried to persuade him. Kyosuke Irie is asking you, as your boss, please save Takano-san. Oh my god. Satoko-san. Satoko-chan. Why is... Maybe it's too late, really. I stared into Takano's eyes together with him.
I thought you and
Satoko were friends. Wait. I don't know who's talking.
I thought you and Satoko were friends. Please help her as her friend.
Help her, huh? That's a hypocritical way of saying it. You're not telling me to kidnap her and lock her up somewhere safe. You want me to help her so she can have a normal, happy life? In other words, you want her uncle dead, right? You have the right to make the ultimate decision of how you're going to save her. Oh my god. Telling Takano, hey, kill this man. You know? But if you don't want to, I don't mind making that decision. Dr. EDA? No. Section Chief? We carry out your order. Both you and I will be responsible for it. Are you sure you're ready for that? I looked at his face. Unlike me, EDA has many things to lose. I knew that Takano's words would shake him emotionally. However, EDA was determined. Yes, that's fine. Even if I'm called forward to defend my actions, it's better than betraying my own heart. An impressive show from someone who doesn't know what a hearing's like. If you do it quietly, they may not find out about it in Tokyo. Everyone would be happy that way. GN East, GN East. Yes, it is getting crazy. I'll probably stop at the next break, but... all risk and no reward. If you want, I'll show you more treasures in the shrine. Oh wait.
If you want, I'll show you more treasures in the shrine. I'll never restrict you from seeing those things. So please help me.
The risk she's taking is larger than the reward I'm offering. That's about the only thing I can offer her. I don't care about the traditions of the Furude Shrine as long as I can save my friend from her suffering.
Fine.
I don't want to be the bad guy here. She forced a smile and accepted the favor I asked her for.
Thank you, Takano-san.
I want you to make the decision of how to save her. I'll have a meeting with Okanogi later to plan out the mission.
Not later, it has to be now.
She promised to save Satoko, but she still wasn't motivated for it. It'd be too late if she didn't do something right now. I tried to make Takano understand that this is an urgent matter. That's right. Rika-chan and I want to see some kind of result right now. Sorry for asking you this at this time, but can you please contact them now? You guys are so passionate about her. Okay. Might take a few minutes. Thank you very much. No problem. It's an order from my boss. I'll do whatever I can. Just don't forget that promise you made, Rika-chan.
I promise. I'll even serve you some rice cakes and tea when you come to the shrine.
Takano smiled slightly and left the room. So we finally heard her footsteps fade away. The tension in the room dissolved. Ria offered me something to drink, but I refused. I must have thought everything was taken care of, but I couldn't relax until Satoko was physically returned to me.
EDA? Does she have enough medication with her? Her uncle will keep her locked inside the house, so she won't be able to come here for a while.
Fortunately, I gave her a stock of medicine and needles this last week. Should be fine for a while. However, her mental state can't be controlled by the medication. If she gets too stressed, that can really cause some damage.
That will happen within a few days.
Takano hadn't come back yet. That would be bad news if she came back too early. I started feeling not nervous after she had taken so long. But he insisted that I go home because it was getting very late. I couldn't go home and relax, however, until I heard from her that everything was taken care of. I had to wait for her to come back. I needed to deal with this tension until then. Over an hour later, Takano finally returned. I'm sorry it took so long. How did it go? She was looking for the right words. I got a very bad feeling from her reaction alone. Unfortunately, it won't go as easy as we hoped anymore. Why is that? There was a murder case in Okinomiya not too long ago. The police suspect Teppei Hojo of involvement in the crime, and they have him marked. A murder case? What do you mean? Some woman named Mamiya laid her hands on the Sonozaki family's earnings and was murdered to set an example. Apparently the police have taken an interest in the relationship between the Hojos and the Sonozakis. Turns out that woman was Teppei Hojo's lover. But Nagashi is getting closer too. Police want to prevent the 5th curse of Oyashiro-sama's this year. So they marked Teppei Hojo as the candidate for this year's victim, and started casting their lines. What do you mean by lines? They suspect they can reel in the true culprit behind Oyashiro-sama's curse if they can keep their eyes on Teppei Hojo. So, you mean... Rika-chan, I'm very sorry. But the mountain dogs can't do anything to him until the police stop spying on him. No. But the mountain dogs could perform any mission no matter how difficult. It's only when we plan it out carefully with extensive preparation. Usually we take a long time to observe the target, and we look for the right opportunity. can take between 6 months and 1 year for a mission like this. Remember, we are a secret organization. Must remain out of the spotlight. If our secret is revealed, everything is over. It's too risky for us to target someone like him. Then when is the right opportunity coming? It will be after Minagoroshi at the earliest. After the festival, police will stop watching him. But that would be too late. Saying it'd be after Minagoroshi. I didn't even know if that was a day after or a year after. She also said it usually takes at least 6 months to prepare this kind of mission. It's too long. I thought this world was different. That hope was slipping through my fingers.
So how can we save Satoko-chan?
I think it's best to follow the rules. You should report this to the police or the child consultation center. You can even talk to the school.
I did that so many times, but it never worked.
Rie and Takano were surprised. They never expected me to raise my voice. In fact, I didn't think myself that I would react this way. I couldn't keep my emotions in check after Takano suggested all those meaningless solutions.
I've cooperated with you guys all this time. I never asked for anything, and I just gave you my support. But now you can't save Satoko? With all that power you have, why are you so afraid of saving her? The police and public services are useless. You guys are only take advantage of us and never actually help. Fine, I get it now. I now know that this world is nothing but a dead end.
Yeah. Yeah, no, go ahead. Oh, my cat's meowing at my door. Give me a second. Cat taken care of.
I'm not interested in you guys anymore. I don't care about this world anymore.
That's right, I can never escape my fate. The same old fate that I keep on repeating. You just burn to death in the mountains. You just take sleeping pills and commit suicide. I'll just die like I always do, too. I'll lose my life without knowing how I'm killed. This life is nothing but a dead end. I was born to be killed in this world. Die. Everyone die. There's no meaning to this world anymore. Oh. Can't put words into my emotions anymore, and I started to cry. I was so lucky up until yesterday. I had so much hope in my heart, but it all been for nothing. It felt like everything was falling apart. I lived for more than 100 years. I lived longer than a normal human lifetime. But I was blessed with good fortune for the first time in my life. This would never happen to me again. I thought a miracle had occurred, but everything was shattered. I cried and cursed this world. I needed to give up on my life as soon as possible. Satoko would be waiting for me with a smile in my next one. I wanted to go see her. But what would happen to the Satoko in this world? What would happen if I abandoned her? I didn't know, and I didn't care. Satoko, 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 Satoko. I'm a witch who has lived for 100 years, but I still couldn't rid myself of human emotions in my heart. She just goes back home. I didn't get anything to eat because Satoko was supposed to be making dinner tonight. I didn't have an appetite anyway. I figured I should just go to bed. I still had to make lunch for the next day though. Satoko might come to school tomorrow. I rinsed the rice, hoping I wouldn't have to waste the lunch I was making for the two of us. I had to stop thinking like that. I already knew it was a waste to make her lunch. I already knew that Satoko wasn't coming back to school ever again. I felt so miserable while rinsing the rice that tears started dropping into it as I thought about her. Why was this happening in this world? I thought everything changed when Keiichi gave that doll to Mion. In that world, Mion pretended to be her sister for a week and got closer to Keiichi. That wasn't happening this time. I thought we'd be having a good time until the festival. Huh? That's odd. Wasn't that club activity 2 weeks before Minagoroshi? I'd realized something. The club activity was exactly the same, but it happened 1 week earlier than in the world I knew of. It was 1 week earlier than in my previous life. I get it now. I thought I was familiar with this world. It was actually a different one, where events are mixed up. It means even though Keiichi gave the doll to Mion, that didn't solve anything. It'd solve everything. I thought I was getting lucky. I was confident that everything was going to be okay. I stopped making an effort. I knew that there was a possibility that Satoko's uncle was coming back, but I let her go do the grocery shopping. I would have been more careful and kept her home if I knew that he was coming back to get her. I should be careful in my next life. Or there wouldn't be a next life that was so fortunate. I didn't get lucky that often. Even if I locked Satoko inside the closet, it would be over if Rena's father messed up something, or if Keiichi lost his mind. I have to clear up everything that's not within my reach. And I also have to make the best effort I can. Without that, I can't overcome the fate of 1983. In this life, I may be able to overcome my deadly fate with Takano's help, but Satoko will not be there in my future. That defeats the whole purpose. My goal is to survive this year while laughing with my best friends. I don't want to sacrifice Satoko in order to survive. I don't want to live in a world without her. I was blessed with all those fortunes, but I still couldn't defeat my destiny. I ruined everything because I stopped working so hard. I'll never again have a lucky life like this. I lost my first and only chance. I cried and scratched at the floor. I didn't know if I should curse my fate or curse myself for not putting forth enough effort. Before I realized it, Hanyu was standing in front of me. I didn't know how long she'd been there. Just stared down at me with a look of pity on her face.
Hanyu, I know what you're trying to say. You want to tell me that you told me not to get my hopes up. There's no way I wouldn't get my hopes up. With it being the first time I was blessed with so many fortunate circumstances, I believed that everything would go well. But you were always telling me not to expect too much.
She probably felt something strange at the toy store that day. She realized that the date was 1 week off, and this was not the same old world that I knew. She had realized early on that I still shouldn't be too excited about this life.
I've been with you for a long time, so let me tell you this first before you ask me. I couldn't predict what fate held for us today either. Only advice I can give you is this. Fate in this world is as fickle as the weather. Nothing more than a trifle unworthy of joy or sorrow.
My cat. Again, hold on. Sorry. There are 6 sides on a die. That's the reality of it. It doesn't mean that 6 is the best number either. I should just take any number that I roll. Shouldn't be disappointed if I roll a 1 a few times in a row. Pathetic how I thought rolling a 6 was the best result you could obtain.
I still have many things to learn, even though I've been living for more than 100 years. I told you several times, but this world is not a miracle. If you wait patiently, you will come across a real miracle someday.
What would a real miracle even be then, if this isn't?
How many decades am I supposed to wait patiently? How many centuries do I have to wait? We don't have much power left anymore. I don't think we can go back to a time before June of 1983. The amount of time we can rewind keeps decreasing. You're telling me to just repeat that short amount of time for years? I almost lost my mind when I was repeating a few years over and over again. You're telling me to repeat 1 or 2 weeks for years until the miracle happens? That's impossible.
I was betting on this world. I bet all of my coins on this one world, and I lost. I lost all of my coins to this fate. I have no more coins left in my heart. These coins are known as hope. I have no coins left to hope for my dreams to come true.
Oh, Rika.
I lay on the floor as if I collapsed. The floor should have been cold. I didn't feel anything.
I lost all of my hope.
I thought people could survive as long as they had some bread and water. That's not right. People can't live without hope. People can survive because they believe that something good will happen to them eventually, as long as they keep on living. That's just for normal people who don't know what awaits them in their future. There's no such hope for a witch like me.
I don't care about anything anymore. I don't care about this life, and I don't care about the next. I just want to disappear and turn into ash. Oh, Rika, please don't say that. Rika.
Hanu's voice gradually fades away. I slowly lost my senses. I lay down on the kitchen floor and let myself sink into the darkness. Dang, I really should have ended it on a happy note earlier. Because this is... We've reached peak sadness. How can it get worse? I dragged my body to school, hoping that Satoko might be there. But just as I expected, there was no one sitting in her seat. Felt all the more devastated just seeing it empty. I had nothing left to bet on. All I could do was get hurt and suffer devastation. Blood flowed from my broken heart and found its way through my eyes in the form of tears. Something wrong, Furude-san? Is Hojo-san absent today? The whole class was wondering why I came in late today and why Satoko wasn't with me. Even if I felt sympathy from everyone's eyes on me, I didn't feel any promise from them. No one here was able to save Satoko. No one could save her. Why should I have to keep smiling at all these useless people? This world is finished anyway. If I leave matters alone, then a few days after the Watangashi festival, my movie reel will be cut as I'm murdered like usual, and I'll return to the beginning of this month again. So I'll continue to live forever in June 1983. Trapped here. Even death won't set me free from that prison. Furude-san, please talk to me if something happened. Where's Hojo-san? Is she sick? Shut up. Well, class gasped. No one expected Rika Furude to talk like that. I myself made such blunt statements a few times in several past worlds. It was always the first time anyone in that world heard something like that. That must have been very easy for them, and I envied it. But Furude-san! Chie was staying there dumbfounded. I stood up from my seat. Satoko wasn't around. I didn't want to be locked up inside of this human place.
I'm going home.
I'm not coming here anymore. Goodbye. I like saying something like that. However, I retained the small hope that Satoko might go to school the next day, so I kept it to myself. Have they cried yet? Oh yeah, they were just doing that, actually. You hear that in the background? They're doing it right now. It's a very depressing time, actually, right now. Very, very sad. I know. However, Chie wouldn't let me go. She grabbed me by the arm and dragged me to the teacher's office instead. Chie told me to take a seat on the couch by the principal's office. She had no right to tell me what to do. I could just escape through the open window. But I didn't have that kind of energy, however. I sat on the couch as she told me to. I realized then I didn't even have the energy to be rebellious. Maybe Satoko felt the same. She lost the energy to rebel, so she's simply obeying her uncle. Furude-san, please tell me what's going on. I'm sure I can help you. She spoke to me, but I already knew that her words were empty. All she would do was call the child consultation center. She wouldn't go to the Hojo residence and pull Satoko out of there. There was no point in even discussing the topic with her. If I told her, she wouldn't keep it to herself, and shortly everyone would know what was happening with Satoko. That would only result in chaos. If they call the child consultation center, the staff from there will go and visit Satoko. Her uncle will deny the abuse. Satoko will also deny it because of guilt she feels over Satoshi leaving. Shortly after, they will find out about the false reports Satoko made before, and decide not to proceed any further. Her uncle will allow Satoko to go to school for a few days, but his abuse will get worse, because he'll think she's the one who called the child consultation center. He'll do horrible things to her, just like her aunt did last year. Calling the child's consultation center will not help Satoko. She will instead put her in an even worse situation. It's better not to notify them at all. But if we don't report it, then how else is this world supposed to improve? No. Nothing is going to change. There's nothing that can be done once this unfortunate fate overtakes Satoko. You say Hojo-san's uncle is back? Is that true? I'd somehow answered all of Chie's questions without noticing. I knew that nothing would change, whether I spoke to her or not. I just told her everything, because I had no energy to rebel. I understand what's going on now. This is horrible.
So, now that you know what's going on, what can you do?
Chie answered right away without faltering, already used to my spiteful tone. I will visit her house today. I need to see Satoko-chan and talk to her first. Then if there's a problem...
You're going to call the Child Consultation Center, right? They have it on record showing that she made false reports in the past. They'll never do anything unless there's proof of abuse. They're just like the police, who won't start investigations until after someone's dead. They won't do anything unless Satoko is killed. When that happens, this is what both the school and the Child Consultation Center will say. We never saw this coming. She was such a bright girl. You people are idiots.
I believe that the people from the center will do something about it. I'll make sure to tell them that she needs help. You've done the same in previous lives, too. I wasn't denying her passion, but I couldn't say that there was meaning to it. The problem wasn't with Chie. The problem was with them. No matter how hard Chie tried to seek help from child services, it meant nothing as long as they held biased notions about Satoko.
It doesn't matter if they find proof of abuse or not.
Oh wait, I suddenly heard a voice from the hallway. It was Shion's voice. She shouted, "Who's there?" And I heard Mion gasping, "Crap!" She must have been listening to our conversation. Having a quiet discussion outside the door, but Shion accidentally raised her voice. She gets so violent sometimes. 4 people entered the room from the hallway. Mion, Shion, Keiichi, and Rena. Told you to stay in class. Go back to the classroom. We can't. Not in this situation. What are you going to do if something happens to Satoko? Do you want to be responsible for that? There's no time to waste. We have to do something right now. My sis is saying that things will get worse unless there's some kind of proof of abuse, but it'll be too late once there is. Do you want to see Satoko dead, Mion? That's not what I'm trying to say. Like I told you, Satoko once made a false report to the abuse hotline, and they have that record at the Child Consultation Center. Without proof, they won't investigate her case any further. Just think about what that means. It'll only make her uncle more furious. Satoko's situation will get even worse. What the hell? We're supposed to help her before something happens, right? They're really not going to do anything unless she's seriously injured?
Calm down, you two. I feel the same as Shi-chan and Keiichi-kun. I don't want to wait until something bad happens. We need to think about what we can do.
What can we do? Talk to the Child Consultation Center, right? If we had the guarantee they'd help her, it'd all be fine. But Mion, you're saying it's highly likely they'll put her case on hold, right? Yeah, unfortunately that's what I think they'll do, just like last year. On top of that, she was in an even worse situation then. Put her case on hold even though Satoko was already in horrible shape. But this time, it's only been a day since her uncle took her away. Plus, her uncle has legal custody of her. We don't need to be so roundabout. All we have to do is ambush that bastard and kill him. I mean, she's not wrong.
Shi-chan, you can't do that. Satoshi-kun wouldn't want that.
Then how should we save Satoko? Satoshi-kun entrusted me. He trusted me to look after Satoko. Something happens to Satoko, I could never face him again. Having our hands tied after Satoko's been thoroughly abused isn't an option. When crime is taking place right before your eyes, is reporting it the first thing you do? No, it isn't. You stop it. We have to stop this ourselves. Calm down, Shion. You're the head of Sonozaki family, aren't you? Use your power to save Satoko. You can do it, can't you? You have enough power to save her. I know. The Hag's policy to stay completely out of Hojo affairs because of her grudge over the dam conflict, right? No matter what happens to Satoko, the Sonozaki main branch intends to ignore it, don't they? Neither the Child Consultation Center nor the Sonozaki family can save her. I have to do it on my own. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill that pig. I'm going to do it right now. I'm not gonna take more than 1,500 seconds for me to get to her house and stab him to death. What can you do in 1,500 seconds? You can't do anything, can you? I'm going to do it. I'm going to help her. Let me go. I'm going to kill him right now. Oh my. Shion needs to be in a mental facility. Like, I get it? Ah, no. Well, yeah, actually. Shion-san, settle down. Stop saying that or you're going to get in big trouble. They were desperately discussing how to save her. I just sat on their own couch and stared at them vaguely. I'd seen the same discussion many times, in many different situations. I was tired of listening to it. The only difference was that everything was happening a few days earlier than usual.
Rika, it's okay. I'm not going to expect anything good anymore. I don't have any hope left in my heart.
And he made a sad expression. I couldn't tell if she was sad about our fate, or if she was taking pity on me. Just as she promised, Chie went to Satoko's house after school. It had only been a day since Satoko's uncle took her away. She wouldn't have been able to tell if he'd heard her already or not. The students had made such a big fuss about it. Chie would have waited a couple days before going to her house. She already knew, however, what was going to happen to Satoko the previous year. She also knew that her uncle was abusing her just like her aunt, and that he had neglected to act as her guardian for the whole year. Considering those factors, it might not have been too soon for her to visit the Hojo residence. Satoko hadn't shown up in school that day. No one called to school to explain her absence. That alone was proof that her uncle wasn't taking responsibility as her guardian. Chie was going to her house to see what was going on with her own eyes. She parked the car in the street and checked in the map that she bought from the school. It said Hojo Residence on the sign in front of the house. Chie was certain that this had to be the place. The window on the second floor was open. She could see a curtain hanging there. That window, she could hear laughing, the laughing voices of several old men. No one had entered right before leaving the school. She could also hear the clicking noise of mahjong tiles along with the voices. She had never played mahjong before, but had a pretty good idea that it was from the way the men were talking. They were playing mahjong. There must have been 3 other men inside the house. Her students had told her that Satoko's uncle was a very violent man. She was a teacher, true, but she was also just a young lady. She felt hesitant to ring the doorbell after hearing their disgusting laughter. But courage drove her forward. She made her decision and rang the doorbell. She heard the bell ring inside the house. Laughing voices continued to echo from the second floor. It seemed as though they didn't hear the bell. She rang the bell again. This time the laughter stopped for a moment. Someone must have heard the sound. Soon after, they started laughing again. It didn't sound like anyone was coming to get the door. She thought someone heard the bell, but perhaps not. She was sure they were home, of course. She couldn't leave just because no one was answering the door. She knocked and yelled loudly this time. "Hello? Are you home, Hojo-san?" Finally, the laughter stopped, and a man with a scary look on his face opened the door. "Who the frick are you?" "Shut up and get the hell out of here." Jay felt intimidated by him, but her heart was filled with a teacher's pride and responsibility. "Hello, are you Hojo-san?" "I am." Before she could introduce herself, Teppei screamed at her. "Just shut up. I don't need no newspaper, no milk, no insurance. I'm busy right now. I'm working." People in the room laughed when he told her he was working. Chie wouldn't give up. She continued to speak. "I'm the teacher at Hinmizawa Branch School. My name is Chie. Is Satoko Hojo-san here?" "Huh? What the hell? What do you want with Satoko?" "Came here because she didn't come to school today. I wasn't able to get a hold of her, so I'm wondering what happened." "Huh? School?" Bro does not know. Oh my god. "Yes, is she home? I need to talk with her." "She's sick. That's right, she has a cold. Satoko is resting because she has a fever." "I need to give her some handouts. May I please see her?" "Friggin' idiot. Weren't you listening to what I just said? Satoko is sick. She's sleeping right now. Can't let you see her." "I see. Do you think she can come to school tomorrow?" Who knows? I won't know until then, you idiot. I see. Alright. Please tell her I came by. Thank you. She had bowed. By the time she lifted up her head, Teppei was no longer there. Okay. That went well. She had returned to school. Several students emerged from the classroom. They were Keiichi, Rena, Mion, and Shion. Rika was also still inside the classroom, but she wouldn't come outside.
Chie-sensei, how did it go?
You went to Satoko's house, right? You were all waiting for me? Chie-sensei, how was Satoko doing? Was she okay? Well, I didn't get to see her. What the hell were you doing? You're a teacher, right? You came back because he didn't let you see her? Stop it, Shion. That's about what we expected. I'm sure Satoko has a bruise on her face by now. That's why he didn't want you to see her. You should have just ran into the house. Can't even trust you anymore. I'm sorry.
Stop it, Shi-chan. She did the best she could.
Now we know for sure. Satoko's uncle definitely has her locked inside the house. We knew that from the start. Rika-chama's been telling you that all day. We wasted half a day just to find out that it's true. How the hell do you think you can help find... How... Satoko! Calm down. Let's make a plan. We care about her just as much as you do. We're not going to abandon her. Let's come up with a way to save Satoko. I already gave you my opinion, didn't I? The best solution we have. I can handle it all by myself. I only need your help to hide his body.
Stop it, Shi-chan. Stop saying such violent things. Murder is a serious crime. It's the worst thing you can even think about.
Then give me a different idea. If my idea is wrong, then give me a different one. Even if it's only a little bit better. Come on. Come on. See, you can't even say anything. I can save Satoko in 1,500 seconds. I'll just drag his body to the Onigafuchi swamp and dump him there. I don't even need your help, sis. What's wrong? Why don't you come up with another idea for saving her?
That's not the point. If you try to figure it out by yourself, that's all you'll think of. Let me tell you something. 1,500 seconds? That's taking way too long. I could save her within 1,000 seconds. If I were you, I'd just leave her silently and do what I want to do. Do you know why I'm not doing that? It's because someone once told me, even if it's the only option you have, murder is still something that you should never do. It's not the right thing to do, and it's never the best thing to do either. You just think it's the best solution because you're not thinking properly.
Long time ago. I don't know who told me this. Someone taught it to me. If there's something that troubles you, you can't think about it all on your own. You can't think about your own solution is the best way to conclude things.
We should all think about it together. If we want to brainstorm, I'm sure we'll come up with a better solution.
It's not about whether our idea is wrong or right. Just to think about it. Every minute we waste puts Satoko in more danger. Do you hate the Hojo family that much? No one is supposed to help Satoshi-kun and Satoko, no matter how much they're struggling. I'm going to help her. Get out of my way. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to stab that loser and save Satoko.
No, Shi-chan. Shi-chan.
You guys should curse yourselves. Curse your powerlessness. Fine, brainstorm for another idea. You'll never come up with one. Just go ahead and neglect her. You've never really cared about Satoko. You only think of her as someone you can play with. But I'm different. She's more than just a friend for me. She's like my family. I care about her more than you guys do. I'm going to go kill him right now. Bye. Wait a minute. What is it? Are you trying to stop me? Shion, you're not understanding even half of what Rena is trying to tell you. What? I totally understand what she's saying. We can save her right away with just a little courage needed to murder him. And she's spouting hypocritical garbage to hide that fact. Shion, you think Satoko would appreciate it if you saved her by committing murder? I'm not trying to seek her appreciation. I don't care what happens to me. Her happiness is all that matters. That's not right. You're talking tough, but I know you're scared. In fact, you asked Mion to help you hide the body. In other words, you want to have a normal life after killing her uncle. You want us all to be happy, just like a few days ago. You want us to be back where we were. If you murder him, we'll never be like that again. You think you can really commit a perfect crime? You'll be arrested for sure. I'm prepared to face that. If I could end Satoko's suffering by doing time behind bars, I'd gladly pay that price. No, that's absolutely not true. You would curse yourself, and I'd bet on that. You would curse yourself and regret it, wondering how you drew the short straw and became a murderer. And you'd finally realize what you really wanted. It wasn't killing your uncle, it was returning us all to our happy lives. Your wish will never come true if you commit murder. Satoko will also curse herself. She'll blame herself, thinking she's the reason Shion became a murderer. In fact, who's going to force Satoko to eat her squash if you get locked up? Who's going to talk about setting up mean traps with Satoko? You're supposed to do those things. Shion Sonozaki. You have to be by her side at all times. Don't kid yourself. What you're trying to do is not for Satoko. It's just a huge mistake. If that's what you're saying, do you have any idea for how to save her? You don't, do you? You're just a hypocrite. You're such a hypocrite. I said move, I'm killing him. I'm going to kill him now. Keiichi blocked her way by standing in front of the door. Shion gave him a hateful glare, but he just sent her back a confident smile. I can't let you go, Shion. The world we all long for doesn't exist without you. I'm not going to let you go. Is that so? It means you're siding with Teppei Hojo. You're just as guilty as he is. I'm going to bust your head open and kill you first. Hey! Don't be stupid, Shion. Quit it already. Shion-san, what are you going to do with that chair? Stop it. Put that chair down. He doesn't understand that I'm serious. I have to show him how determined I am. You better get the hell out of my way now. Shion, I admit that right now. I have no better idea. That's just for the moment. I'm sure that we will come up with a better idea eventually. I guarantee it. I promise you that we're going to save Satoko. So please, okay? Trust your friends. You're afraid of committing murder for Satoko's sake. You're not my friend anymore. I'm not going to tell you this again. Get the hell out of my way. Calm down and think about what you're saying. We will save Satoko somehow. Just trust us. Don't try and look for a shortcut. Trust your friends. Trust me. I, Keiichi Maibara, am going to save Satoko for sure. You can bet on it. Shut up. I can't trust you. What do you think you can do for her? Shion. Shion threw the chair at Keiichi. Hit him hard, and the chair fell to the floor with a loud noise. Keiichi was unfazed, even after being struck. He just stood in front of the exit without covering his face. Wait, he wasn't unfazed. A trail of blood was pouring from his forehead where the corner of the chair hurt him. That was nothing. You thought I would move out of the way? I'm not going to move from here even if you kill me. If I let you go, we might never see you again. Satoko will think about you every day, and her heart will be filled with sadness. If that happens, there won't be anything we can do to make her happy. It's going to be a very sad life for her. I don't want Satoko to live in a sad world like that. The virtue that we want is a wild and riotous one, just like what we had until a few days ago. Of course, I won't let Satoko's uncle threaten her any longer. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I will know soon. I promise. So please, just trust me. Shion wasn't yet convinced. But even so, she walked to the window and took her seat. Somebody rested a hand on Keiichi's shoulder. It was the principal. They had been standing there listening to him for a while. Principal, well done. Jay-sensei, heard what's going on. I'm sorry for being so powerless. I know it's only been a day, but I think this is an emergency. We should report this to the proper authorities. Sir, she has called the Child Consultation Center before. I'm not going to help her in any way. It's just a waste of time. Shion raised her voice. Minso looked at Shion and started talking. Shion Sonozaki-kun, there's one word that I really don't like. You know what that is? What you just said. The anyway that came out of your mouth. That is the cruelest word, which means admitting defeat before you even fight. By the time you've uttered that word, you've already lost your battle.
I agree with him. We should try various options. Calling a child consultation center should be first on the list. If that doesn't work, we can try our second and third options. Don't give up just before you try. That's just as bad as not helping her at all.
Principal, if you're reporting this, then you'll make sure to convince them that Satoko needs saving, right? Of course. Hojo-kun is my precious student. I'll do my best so that they will save her. They'll try to take action as quickly as possible. So if we call now, they should be able to get to her house later tonight. I hope they will help her. What if they put her case on hold?
If that happens, we should come up with our next plan. As long as we don't give up, we can help her somehow.
Whatever you guys say. Satoko's getting hurt as we speak. Who's the one abandoning her here? Shion, I just promised you. You're going to save Satoko. Not by committing murder, but by saving her in a way that will make her happy. You just watch us. I, Keiichi Maebara, am promising you this. Shion stared out the window without looking at Keiichi's face. I'll try and find out what the consultation center decides tonight. Call everyone when I do. I hope they'll take her into custody.
I can't be optimistic about this. I think there's a huge chance they'll put her case on hold. What are we going to do if that happens?
That happens. Well, damn it. Chie-sensei, let's go to the teacher's office. We need to make this call. Yes, we need to make sure they really understand. We left the classroom. Keiichi, Rena, and Mion got together and discussed their other options. Shion was looking down and crying. Rika was just vaguely looking at them, as if staring at a boring TV drama. Nothing will change. Child Consultation Center will put her case on hold. I've seen it so many times in previous lives. I almost no hope they'll take her into custody just this once. But I've no more coins left to gamble on a hope like that. In previous life, Keiichi killed Satoko's uncle, but Shion was not there when that happened. And she is, I suppose she's the one who takes on that role. Their pathetic hopes will be crushed by tomorrow morning. Social worker will be at their house tonight. Satoko will deny that she's being abused. Her uncle will assume that she's the one who called her service, and he'll abuse her even more. She will come to school tomorrow because she doesn't want the child consultation office to be suspicious of him. We will feel more and more hopeless when we see the dead look in Satoko's eyes. I've been living for more than 100 years, but I've never defeated this fate. The fate of her uncle's return. I was blessed with so much luck, and I thought I could defeat it this time. But in the end, it all came down to the same thing. It's a waste of energy to put in any effort. It was worthless. All worthless. Or I thought about this inescapable fate. Or I pitied these people for talking endlessly about how they were going to save Satoko. That's so sad. I believe that they'll be able to do it. Maybe this is the biggest hurdle. I don't know. Well, we're gonna look at the final tip, and then we'll end it for tonight. Wet blanket. Oh, what is that? Teppei returned to Himizawa to escape some trouble. I have to stay there for the rest of the summer. Perhaps the whole year, see what happened. For him, the house in Himizawa was like a rather dull hiding place. His lover, Rina, had suddenly disappeared. Rumors told him that she was involved with some dangerous deal. Some sources even told him that she had already been caught and killed. Everyone he knew was aware that Rina was living with him. Everyone also assumed that he knew everything about what Rina did. They were convinced that he got money by tricking her into doing something. As a result, some dangerous men came after him. That made it difficult for him to stay in Okinomiya. More than anything, it pissed him off to find out that Rina was cooking up something behind his back with some other guys. Hinamizawa was about the only place he could go. He couldn't go back to the house where he used to live with his wife. It had been abandoned since he moved into Satoko's house. Besides, he didn't even have the key to his old place. But if he went to Satoko's house, she should still be there. And she could clean and cook for him, too. Teppei didn't know how to cook or clean. He certainly wasn't thinking of learning. Rina had often been rebellious towards Teppei. He'd often said that he wanted to be with someone more loyal, like a pet. For Teppei, Satoko was exactly what he wanted. But Satoko is still a little kid. She can't satisfy— Oh my god. She can't satisfy him sexually, but he can at least make her wash his back in the bath. Satoko's dead mother used to be a pretty woman. Satoko might grow up to become a pretty lady herself in about 4 or 5 years. Teppei headed back to Hinamizawa with those indecent thoughts in his head. The house was locked, so he assumed that she was at the market for grocery shopping. He found her at the store and dragged her back home. However, the house was full of dust. She'd been living at her friend's house for the past year, and the house had been abandoned. Teppei exploded in anger. He told her that it was her responsibility to keep the house in order. He beat her and kicked her down to the floor. Eventually, Satoko's expression returned to what he remembered from 1982. Satoko started obeying him immediately and cleaned up the house. A new place to hide with a new girl. His new life was starting out pretty good. Teppei called his buddies to show off his new beginning and ended up playing mahjong with them. He bragged about his new pet and made her serve them food and drinks. He told her to walk on all fours like a real pet. She refused, but she obeyed immediately when he tried to hit her. Everyone was laughing, and they were all jealous of him. Teppei felt really good about himself. However, someone arrived to interrupt this perfect life. I'm a teacher from Hinamizawa Branch School. My name is Chie. Satoko Hojo-san here. I thought someone was at his door to sell insurance or something, but it was a school teacher. Huh? What the hell? What do you want with Satoko? I came here because she didn't come to school today. I wasn't able to get a hold of her, so I'm wondering what happened. Huh? School? Yes? Is she home? I need to talk with her. She's sick, that's right. She has a cold. Satoko's resting because she has a fever. I need to give her some handouts. So may I please see her? You idiot. Weren't you listening to what I just said? Satsuko is sick. She's sleeping right now. Can't let you see her. This was going to cause him problems, Teppei realized. Satsuko was just a pet for him, and he had no intention of sending her to school. Her teacher had shown up at his house just because she missed one day. This wasn't good. Teppei hates schools, and he really hates teachers. I see. Do you think she can come to school tomorrow? Who knows? I won't know until tomorrow. You idiot. I see. Alright. Just tell her that I came by. Thank you. He was able to get rid of the teacher, but it would create more problems if he didn't send Satoko to school tomorrow. Teppei didn't need more trouble on his plate. That meant he couldn't beat up Satoko like he wanted to. Violence was the only way he knew how to communicate. With out of the picture, it was very difficult for him. He wanted to beat up Satoko. That would leave evidence on her body. If that happened, he wouldn't be able to send her to school. If she didn't go to school, that teacher would show up at his doorstep again. Shit. Top of all that, the child consultation center paid a visit to his house that night. Teacher must have filed a report. That bitch, Teppei thought. Next time, I'll beat her in the face so hard she'll need plastic surgery. Since Satsuko was afraid of him, she pretended she was really sick when the social worker visited. It was so easy for Teppei to control her. He considered Satsuko to be a convenient pet, but at the same time, he needed to be careful of the consultation center. Ah, fucking hell, this ain't gonna work at all. Oh my god. I hope the child consultation center continues to pay them a visit. So, I hope I hope that they just keep trying. But, that'll be it for today. Higurashi continues to slap, as always. But also being very sad at the same time. So, you know. But if you wanted to send a video, you could always do it in the Discord and I'll look at it there. But, yeah. Higurashi's really good. And I can't wait to see how this ends. But, have a good day. Have a good night. Oh, have a good bite, I should say. I almost forgot. Me what react? Well, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow will be more chill because we're gonna be playing Fate tomorrow, so tomorrow will be a lot more chill and I can probably react then. Today is sad day because Higurashi. But yeah. So have a good day, have a good bye, 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 bye. See you next time. Whenever that will be. Probably tomorrow.